Hello, if you're there, hold on a minute. Just gotta put, So, it's been a crazy day. I'm sorry. I've had a lot going on. And I'm sorry I'm late. You know, I never got to watch Sister Wives. I'll try to do that tonight. Tomorrow I've got to go for an ultrasound, excuse me, I got these things in because I'm not wearing them enough, so I have to wear them right now. And so it won't be a true crime story, but I will go live from the road, and I'll probably disconnect it up here, and somebody will be here to take care of that in case I won't have something like last time. Even if I don't have anybody else on panel, it'll be fine. So, but I plan to do that. I have to go for that ultrasound, and I'm hoping everything will be fine. And okay, and let's see. So anyway, while I was doing some work on my computer, I saw something come up. Okay, and it was none other than Cam Live. So I don't know what is her deal, but I don't think she has any. Does she have children? I don't think she has children, does she? Because she thinks it's a perfectly reasonable thing that a type A personality like Shanann, she says, would 100%, you know, it would be not even out of the realm of possibilities, because you were going to do something. You're going to do something violent, okay? She knows this, okay? So, and I'll tell you this in a minute. It's just crazy. And she would do that. But she can't imagine, you know, Chris doing that or anybody else. Okay. The hatred is real, guys. It really is. The hatred is real. Let me go to... live chat. Hello, Kathy, Aurora, Barbie Lynn, Isabel, Jessica, Carolyn, Clover Crow, Sean, Jessica Salas, Stacy Marie, Move 2, Lori Colley, William, Jane's mom, 2 Scooter, Eve HSB, Cheryl B, Aunt She, Vintage Gal. I was waiting for you to hop on. Oh, I've heard what she's saying. I have it down here because I took some notes. Carrie So Very, Gail B, Al's Pals. I skipped around, I will tell you, because I just cannot stand and just listen to her. She's too long. She's too long-winded. And she takes forever to say something. I heard the stuff. Yep, I heard that about that, Jenny Ross. I know about the video and stuff, right? I thought she was done with this case, but not. Right. Exactly, Jenny. Right. Shazzy, Debbie L, Jendo, Sandra. Well, Sandy, I don't know. I think you have to we can talk later. I don't know, but she's out of her mind, and you know that. But see, somebody like that, showing screenshots like that is against YouTube terms of service, because you have a person there that is traumatized by the family's murder, okay? And see, this is where YouTube should listen to this, because it's not right. You can't have YouTube terms of service and not take care of them. So I know Sandy doesn't watch this crap because it's too upsetting, but to take a family member's words after their family is murdered, put it up on a screen, and then start demanding answers from them, how is that not abuse of vulnerable individuals? How doesn't that fall under that? That's what I want to know. How does YouTube allow it? How many here that saw what you did, saw that stuff with the screenshot from Frankie, and feel that is abuse of vulnerable individuals? If you think that's abuse of vulnerable individuals, put up a 1. If you saw that and you think her then talking about this, showing it, and then demanding answers is abuse of vulnerable individuals. Whoever saw it, because I just want to know. Which is against terms of service. YouTube's rules don't seem to apply to the evil people. Exactly, Mary Rose. Lori Cully says 1, Brendy says 1, Pam 1, Margot Elizabeth. I didn't see it, AG Vintage. Okay, well, I'm Cheryl B says 1, Vicky Carpenter says 1, Carlos says 1. You didn't see it, Chasha. Mary Rose is 1. I don't know how that doesn't fall under abuse of vulnerable individuals, and I guess those of you that saw it believe it is as well. Amanda, I didn't see it. Okay, because it's 100%, my opinion, that is against terms of service, and it would be abuse of vulnerable individuals. She shouldn't have a channel, William. She shouldn't have a channel. Not to do that crap. Hi 61. First off, she says she's not going to do that. She's going to do other cases, right? She's right back in a spiral down to exactly victim blaming for the first, 2 hours was victim blaming, right? Then attacking the family. Okay? Then attacking the family. Because I don't want, I'm not, I didn't even... It's not only Frankie, okay? She pulled up Sandy's stuff too, and took things that were said to mean something else, and oh my gosh, this has to mean that Shanann killed the kids. The deduction that she gets to is ridiculous, because somebody's a type A personality. I'm a type A personality. If my husband tells me he is having an affair, I am not going to kill my kids. That is not going to even cross my mind to kill my kids. But Einstein says that if you're a type A personality and your husband tells you he's having an affair, you better watch out, because you're going to damage something. And she goes from punching holes in the wall, to throwing glasses, to killing your kids. And then tries to bring up family members' posts and say that. So that is definitely abusing vulnerable individuals, and that can be reported for that. But I think it's got to go further than that because YouTube doesn't listen to that. But that totally is abuse of vulnerable individuals. You're type A, nurse of all trades? Yeah, Sandy, I know that, but if that so blatantly falls under the lines of breaking the terms of service, why don't they enforce it? You could get her on, like a privacy strike or something for bringing up his screenshots of stuff. She has no right to be demanding answers. But, Davida, if you're listening, how did your daughter's MRI go today? I hope it went well. Prayers that everything went well. I would say she's one of those people that slide from borderline personality disorder into psychopathy. Kim, yeah. Hi, Yorkhill. How are you? I don't know. That just burns me up. Sorry. It does. No point having rules if they're not policed. And they're not. They don't take... You can go over there. You can fill out the form as even the person that is being harassed there. Okay? It's an abuse. And they don't do anything. YouTube doesn't do anything. Yeah, Sandra, I know, but sometimes, you want to just get something done fast, right? Why? I don't see the point of it. What's the point of it? Shanann will always shine. That's true. That's true. Mary says, our culture brutalizes victims and elevates perpetrators. You're type A, and that means you're smart and you know better. I will do well without my cheating husband. Chris Watts knew she would win without him. Exactly. I don't even understand anybody that would even believe that would even be in any mother's nature that, oh my gosh, my husband's cheating, let me go kill my kids. You can't have it both ways, because in his lies, he's saying that she would say, you'll never see these kids again, I'm taking them and we're going, right? And he says, she would have locked the door and locked me out. But now, suddenly, she's become, a murderer, right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hi, Shelley. Hi, April F. How are you doing? And remind, please join me in reporting. Meredith 2 cents. Yeah, she's bad. Is she? I thought she had stopped. Amber, is she back again on this stuff? YouTube doesn't do anything about it, and that's why I think the best thing to do is probably try to hit the media up with what's happening to victims. I really think if somebody shines a light on it outside of YouTube, that you show YouTube's terms of service and they don't give a flying F, that just the way Mark Zuckerberg was brought in to answer questions, that they would take the CEO of YouTube in to answer questions. Why are you not enforcing your terms of service? Exactly, Sandra. I believe that too. But on YouTube, all the nuts will tell you that's not true. Yeah, Cast Lady, I can't listen to it either. I skip around. I put it on double speed, and I still have to skip around. I can't. I can't. I just kind of look at what she's throwing up there. And when I saw the screenshot, I said, what the heck is she doing here? She's always demanding answers from people. Just shows you how much jealousy and money will drive you to do it. KK will never. Exactly, Shaylove. Not only did CW murder his wife. Yeah, but you know what the ridiculousness of, forget everything else. She said this. Listen to this. She said that Chris, remember, now she's got Chris like so dumb. Like, do you remember Baby Huey? Wasn't it Baby Huey, that big, what was he? Was he a baby or was he a dog in the comic strips? He was a big, I hate to say it, he was a big dumb baby, right? I don't know. That's how she puts Chris. And she says that Chris, listen to this one, didn't understand the plea deal. And he thought part of the plea deal was that the Rusaks won't talk about this at all. And that he is sitting in there saying, why am I sitting in prison? Why am I sitting in prison when they went on the Dr. Phil show? That broke the plea agreement, Kim. Why am I sitting in prison? And she said, Chris, that's not part of the plea deal. Did you think it was? Yeah, I thought they said for me to take the rap for this is honestly what this woman said, to protect Shanann, and they were going to stay silent, and they weren't going to go on any TV shows, and they were not going to talk about this at all. Exactly, but he doesn't mention that his parents would have broke the plea deal well before, right? That's totally, first of all, this conversation never happened, or if it happened, he's playing Kim. He didn't think that was part of the plea deal, okay? And then he says that stuff in Wisconsin, well, she's saying that he's saying this, the stuff in Wisconsin, they let that get out. And that broke the plea deal too. So why is he in prison? Because he was just being a nice guy. And the only reason he accepted all of that stuff that he did on the plea deal was just because he's a nice guy and he wanted to spare the Rusaks. But now that they went on TV shows, and now that Tammy Lee, because Tammy Lee is another person that Kim hates. She hates Tammy Lee, hates her with a passion. But I find it funny that when anybody mentions NK, she thinks NK is the greatest person on earth, that she's a yogi, she would never hurt anyone, she would have loved those kids, she would have been the greatest stepmom on earth. Everything is wonderful, roses. She's not even a catalyst. She doesn't even consider her a catalyst in this. Nothing, okay? But cannot stand Shanann, can't stand Shanann's family, can't stand Tammy Lee, hates Coder, can't stand Baumhover, can't stand the entire Frederick Police Department. They did everything wrong. Cannot stand Nicole Atkinson. She should not have been at the house. Cannot stand her son. She can't stand anyone. Except Chris, the Watts, and NK. Those, everybody there is fine, dandy, great, sweet, and wonderful. Perfect. So, exactly, Mary. So she says that poor Chris, get this, his lawyer said to him, this is what they said to him, it doesn't matter, Chris. It doesn't matter if you killed one person, 2, 3, 4. You're still going away for the rest of your life. And what's the death penalty anyway? Because you're going to die in prison. So, being that you're going to go away for life, why don't you just take the rap for everything? Be a good guy. Take it for everything, because you're going away forever anyway. So just take the rap for it all. And he did, is what she's saying. He did. He said, oh, okay, where do I sign? Yeah, I'll sign. Yeah, okay, all right. They're not going to go on any TV shows? No. You sure they're not? No. Okay. No TV shows? No. All right. Then they went on Dr. Phil, and he can't believe it. And Tammy Lee, she let that stuff get out to the public. And he was just saying that. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean any of it. And now he's sitting there thinking, what am I doing in this prison? Because they broke the plea agreement. And there are people there. Yeah, that's right. You're right. That's what I mean. So she's insane, okay? She's absolutely insane. And I just want to ask her one thing. She says he didn't even, she hates the other person she hates? Nate the neighbor. Nate the neighbor is just evil and rotten, and he's a liar. He's a liar. And you know what? He should be prosecuted because he lied. He lied about saying that he heard Chris yelling at Shanann. That was a lie. He admitted it was a lie. So why the heck wasn't he prosecuted for that lie? She wants to know. She wants to know why Trent Bolt and Amanda, she says that they were created. They didn't even really exist. Law enforcement got those people. And she calls the discovery, I guess, a press packet. And she claims that, why is this in the press packet? It's wrong. It's shameful to Chris, and it shouldn't be in there. And they are passing this press packet. It's called a discovery, not a press packet. They're still putting these people out there. And it doesn't matter that Chris said he didn't want to charge them. They should have charged them. And then she makes a really, really bad mistake. She doesn't remember Cadel was the one that came up with the thing that Chris murdered the children twice. And she says that he said that in Wisconsin. He did not say that in Wisconsin confession. No, he didn't. So she doesn't even understand that. Okay, what else did I say? But here's what she says. How could he have planned to kill them? He sat down with NK and he changed his schedule. He was getting the 50-50 custody. He was an upstanding father. He didn't even just want every other weekend, like some dads. He wanted 50-50 custody. And him and NK figured out the child support, she says. You wouldn't do that if you're going to murder your children. Okay? Why did he ask Nate about the security cameras? See, she messed up there. She said that Nate's a liar. Chris said he never spoke to him except about the security cameras when he asked where you could see the truck. Why did he ask where you could see the truck? Because he knew what he was going to do. He knew. He wanted to see where Nate's camera picked up stuff from. The 50-50 custody and the sitting down with NK, that could have been part of his plan to show NK that I didn't kill my family, they went missing. If, in his mind, he was going to get away with it. That's something he calculated to do to her. So he could say, yeah, look, I was all ready to do the 50-50 and the child support, and my family's missing. He never thought he'd get caught. It's totally premeditated, but she'll look at it another way, okay? And You're just crazy with this stuff, but that's someone that's type A, tired, pregnant, exhausted. She says it's a natural thing that's what you would do. That's natural, that's what you would do. Yeah. Yeah. And then she lied, claimed that there were multiple threatening texts, and the only reason that Shanann sent those books and was looking at trying to fix her marriage, because everybody looks at Chris, why did he throw the book away? Well, he threw the book away, she says, because at that point he didn't want to fix his marriage, and she knew that. And that was all an act from her, according on the, to buy the books anyway. She wasn't really interested in fixing things, and that she had been threatening him, but she can't produce any text that everything she keeps saying that they all said, she kept saying, over my dead body, over my dead body, over my dead body. Where? I didn't see any text like that. I didn't see threatening text. She's nuts. She's nuts. But what I think is she said, again, just to show what an upstanding person NK is, that she's not even a catalyst in this, okay? No one's saying that she killed the kids, but to deny that she was a catalyst in this is kind of beyond out there. She says, well, the fact that NK didn't even want to be in that house, and she wasn't like a typical woman snooping through all the drawers and everything. She didn't want to be there. She didn't feel comfortable there. That's because she's a very, very good person. Very good. Extremely good. Hates Tammy so much. She can't stand Tammy Lee. She brings up the oxygen stuff and says that because Tammy Lee felt protective of Shanann, she should have never, ever been able to question or give Chris a polygraph because totally biased. Oh, and you know what she's so upset about? The guy, see, she doesn't understand discovery. All of the notes, everything, right, that any policeman, policewoman, anyone wrote down had to go in that discovery. She says that they didn't even know where Chris was because if they had looked at his GPS, he didn't stop at that convenience store and get that breakfast burrito. She is so upset about the breakfast burrito and the guy, the guy with the orange shirt, that on a cursory look of the surveillance camera, somebody thought it was Chris. So it got put in the discovery. It was put in there that it wasn't Chris. But they're not going to take that out because it's part of the investigation. She doesn't understand this. She keeps saying, why is that poor guy embarrassed? Well, it's part of the investigation, Kim. They clarified that it wasn't him, but she's more worried about, I think, someone thinking he stopped for a breakfast burrito. Honestly saying that this is a major, major thing for her, and it shows the Frederick Police Department didn't know what they're doing. Again, they still have this guy with the breakfast burrito in the press packets. They're not press packets, Kim. It's called the discovery. Oh my gosh, press packets. I'm embarrassed for her that she is even saying stuff like this, right? She's in my opinion, she's nuts. They needed to make sure Chris was guilty. Well, he signed a plea deal, Kim. He admitted to everything. He's pretty guilty. Okay? Says you've all been lied to. Yeah, by you. She's telling the truth there. Yeah, we've all been lied to, Kim. By you. the Watts, Chris. And they should have known that he wasn't telling the truth in Wisconsin because of what he said about the bloodshot eyes. That should have gotten right off. And that, I mean, what is this? Yeah, and then the stuff with the abuse of the family, and that 100% is abuse of the family by pulling up screenshots of things that they said in the wake of the murder. I don't know. I think, and you can report it for abuse of a vulnerable individual, but not that YouTube is going to give a flying you know what. Mandy C says they've run out of content. Well, why don't they move on to Letitia? Or, why doesn't she move on to Letitia? Letitia is going to represent herself. You think Kim would latch on to a person like that? She'd have a lot of material and a lot of emailing she could be doing back and forth to give Letitia some counsel, because she is, after all, she was going to sit at the defense table. So why, Kim, why don't you go and try to help Letitia? Because she's going to represent herself, and her trial is coming up, and she is going to trial. That would give her something to do, a lot of things to do. That would really, Kim, maybe, because she is going to trial, Kim, why don't you write to her? She's in the El Paso jail, also in Colorado. I wonder what she thinks about Letitia. I would imagine she would think Letitia's innocent. She's never mentioned Letitia. I wonder if she even knows about the case. Right? Wouldn't you think she would think Letitia was innocent? I don't know. That's really crazy. What about this poor woman in the UK? They had the officer, he went into court yesterday, right? Tuesday. I don't even know what today is. Well, it's still my Wednesday because I didn't go to sleep yet. The Frankie messages, yeah, that's abuse of vulnerable individuals. Nana T says, all it's going to take is for one of these morons to be sued and the rest will run and hide. Yeah, absolutely. York Hill says, Sandra, I make it easy for you. I don't listen to any of it. Nothing to ask. I know he's a murderer, and God Almighty will be his final judge. So anyway, Sandra, no, I did not bake the bread yet. I probably will do it tomorrow because it was too late by the time you got the recipe to me. But if I get home at a reasonable hour tomorrow, then I will try it. What do you think? Hi, Mandy C. So back to the woman in London who was allegedly killed by the policeman. He showed up in court. Nothing was really said. His trial was already set. What was his trial for? October? Is that his trial? It was like, bam. and I don't think he got any bond. Who's in the UK here? Where's Bella Mack? Bella? I wonder if Bella's, let me see here. Okay, let me see what's going on. You care about the Rusaks and keeping Shan, Cece, and Nico. These people are horrendous. Well, that's good, Gen H. That is good. I don't know, but if I cook it, I probably will do it with a little bit of a crust. Or I'll try it for you like that without the crust. Though I like a crust. I like a crust. I'm an Italian. I like a crust, like a, I don't know, I like the crust. The kind of case, sadly not no. But let me see. Hi, hey, Jeremy. Where have you been, Jeremy? Have you been stepping out on us, Jeremy? We haven't seen you in ages. Are you okay? Jimmy got his vaccination today. He's like, my arm's a little sore and I'm feeling a little tired. I'm supposed to get my vaccination on Sunday if I can get my doctor's note about my Hashimoto's, because they have to say I have Hashimoto's in order for me to get my vaccination. And I had to put in on like the website, but I go tomorrow and I'm going to try to ask them if I don't have it by tomorrow, can you just write me a doctor's note? God bless. Oh, the salon went, yeah, right? Yeah, that was the spa ladies that were killed right now. So that guy, let's talk about that. That guy went into, 3 different salons? And let me see. And I don't know, somebody said it was just because he was trying to get money or something. Georgia. Massive parlor shootings, right? So you had officials can't confirm if the attack, in which 6 Asian women were killed, was racially motivated. 4 victims were named on Wednesday. The suspect faces multiple counts of murder as well as aggravated assault. Cherokee County Sheriff Frank Reynolds said the suspect may have been a patron and claimed to have a sex addiction. So these were, let's see, the attack comes amid a sharp uptick in crimes against Asian Americans. 4 of the victims have been identified as Ashley Yawn, 33, Paul Andre Michels, 54. I cannot even pronounce that first name. It's Xiaojie, Tan, 49, and Dao Yu Feng, 44. Alicias Hernandez Ortiz was identified as having been injured. In a conference on Wednesday, investigators say the suspect, Robert Aaron Long, admitted to the shooting spree and said that he denied that the attack was motivated by race. Mr. Long has been charged with 4 counts of murder, 1 count of aggravated assault, according to the Cherokee County Sheriff's Department. He apparently has an issue, what he considers a sex addiction, and sees these locations as a temptation for him. he wanted to eliminate, said Captain J. Baker. Mr. Long was caught with a 9mm handgun. He did not resist arrest. Massage parlors are known to sometimes provide services, but authorities say there is no indication yet that this is the case at the targeted locations. These are legally operating businesses that have not been on our radar, says Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, who added that the city would not engage in victim shaming or victim blaming. Police also noted that it's still too early in the investigation to definitively state a motive and that the suspect appeared to have been acting alone. Mr. Bottoms said he was on his way to Florida, possibly to commit more shootings when he was arrested. The suspect's parents helped to identify him. Okay, so the first shooting happened at about 4 o'clock on Tuesday at Young Asians Massage in Ackworth, Georgia, Cherokee County. 2 people died at the scene. 3 were taken to the hospital where 2 more died. Sheriff's Office spokesperson Captain Baker said. He later confirmed that the victims were 2 Asian women, a white woman, and a white man, and said a Hispanic man had been wounded. Less than an hour later, police were called to a robbery in progress at Gold Spa, that's the one you see there, in northeast Atlanta. In the recording of the 911 call released on Wednesday, a woman tells the dispatcher that she's hiding from the assailant. Do you have a description of the male? The operator asks. We're hiding right now, the woman replies. They have a gun. Please come, okay? She says. So, let's see here. So this is where the first one happened. And then they went to this Gold right here. So they went right down here. And then I assume the third one. While the officers were, when authorities arrived at the spot, officers located 3 females deceased inside the location from apparent gunshot wounds. And while they were there, they were called across the street, so right across the street to the aromatherapy spa. And they found another woman shot dead. On a second 911 call, a woman tells the operator that she got a call from a friend who said a man had entered the spa and fired a gun. They said some guy came in. Let me see. We heard a gunshot. The lady passed out in the front of the door, and everybody is scared. Everyone is hiding. Investigators who studied the CCTV footage then released images of a suspect near one of the spas. Police said that after a manhunt, Robert Aaron Long of Woodstock, Georgia, was arrested about 150 miles south of Atlanta. And this is your suspect here. And you know what he's wearing, right? We all know what he's wearing. Do you recognize just the top? That's that turtle suit. And that's because he must be on a suicide watch. So he's wearing the green turtle suit. You can see up here, he's got the turtle suit on. And here's another photo. And during the evening, 2 of the spas were across the road from each other in Atlanta. Atlanta police said they were increasing patrols around businesses similar to those attacked. And the New York Police Department's counterterrorism branch said that while there was no known connection to New York City, it would be deploying assets to our great Asian communities across the city out of an abundance of caution. The police department in Seattle also said it would increase patrols and outreach to support its Asian American community, and the Georgia Governor Brian Kemp praised law enforcement officials for their response to the shootings and said our entire family is praying for the victims of these horrific acts of violence. The U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken addressed the shootings ahead of the meeting with his South Korean counterpart on Wednesday. We are horrified by the violence that has no place in America or anywhere, he said, we will stand up for the right of our fellow Americans, Korean Americans, to be safe, to be treated with dignity. So yeah, prayers to all the victims out there, and wow, that's terrible. Terrible, terrible. And let's see what happened to Sarah, if they have any updates on that. I know people said there were a lot of outrage in the streets about the protests and everything for Sarah, because they don't feel that enough was done, and that because he was a police officer, right, that they were worried that, I don't know, was he being protected? And then you've got the other British girl that went missing on the catamaran, and they still haven't searched the catamaran for her out in St. John, right? Crazy stuff happening. I'm not seeing any more updates on that other than him appearing in court on Tuesday. So that is all of that. Shoot, I don't know where the heck is the live. I don't see my live. Where's my live? Here we are. No, we're not. What is this? That's not it. Here we go. It's all the way over here. Jeanette, how are you? Oliver, so terrible. I lived here 52 out of my 53 years, and I heard it all. Does Alma forgive you, Jeremy? I don't know. Alma, do you forgive Jeremy? Cass Lady said, what is going on? We need to pray for our country. So much violence. It's heartbreaking. Absolutely. And Carla says, well, he took care of his addiction. No more women for him. Crazy. Tammy McD. Mommy and thank you very much, Tammy. Thank you very much. You're far too generous. And hold on, I can't. There's another. Mandy C. That is very generous, Mandy. Thank you very much. You're far too generous as well. Thank you, Mandy. Love you, Carolyn. Love you too, Mandy and Tammy D. Good people. Where'd you go? Suicide smock. Yeah, Brandy, that's the turtle suit. What happened to Tammy? She doesn't feel good? What's the matter, Julie? Julie, I think, why don't you email me? Tammy's a very good person. I've never seen anything bad from Tammy ever. So I think maybe, do you ever confuse with someone else? Or someone might be trying to tell you stuff. I could tell you behind the scenes there are people that are doing that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what I missed, but Miss Mary says, I came on to tell Carolyn that I had the vaccine, and Jimmy has the same symptoms I had. I missed what is wrong, but you know I care. Oh, he had just had the vaccine, just a little bit tired from it. He's okay. I don't know what happened, but Julie Grayson and Tammy McD, I've never seen either of you be even the littlest bit mean to anybody. So I think whatever happened is a total misunderstanding. You're both beautiful people. And, I just, I don't know what happened, but I can guarantee that it's probably a misunderstanding because you're both really good people. I've never seen either of you have a mean bone, so I don't know what's going on, but it might be someone stirring. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I've never seen either of you be mean. Alma, forgive Jeremy. I don't know why, but he wants you to forgive him, so I don't know. Maybe because he's left us alone for so long. I don't know. You were fine until bedtime, and you finally took to a leave because you could hardly lift your arm, but otherwise just fine. You slept for 10 hours the last 3 nights. Oh, okay. When did you have it, Mary? You didn't have it today, right? He fell asleep on the couch. He did, because I was sitting in the massage chair, and I thought like he was really quiet because we were watching something, and I look over, and he's asleep. So I let him sleep, and then he got up, and he just said he felt like a little sleepy, but he thought he felt a little feverish, but I felt him, and he wasn't hot at all, though, He was not hot at all. Okay, only because you say so. Yeah, let's have a big night of forgiveness here. I don't know. Tammy says there's enough going on in the world. We don't want to fight with someone in our community. So if she offended you, Julie, she's deeply sorry. We're all sorry. Let's not let the hate that's out there infiltrate in here, because believe me, they are trying their best to infiltrate us with hate. And let's just spread the love. Let's spread love, and there's too much going on. We've got people in our community that are having a rough day, like Davita. So, hold Davita up in your prayers. Her daughter, Daisha, had an MRI. Let's pray that is all clear. And, prayers for everyone that needs them, because there's a lot of rough things that people are going through. You've got all the families here that are impacted by the violence, those families that just lost their loved ones. You don't know what tomorrow brings, and your life can change on a dime, and I know that how that can happen. That can just happen. And I've thought of that before that happened to me, kind of with my son's cancer diagnosis. But the other thing, that's just cancer diagnosis, at least you can hope for a healing, The other kind of changing on a dime, there's nothing you're going to do. And it's going to change your life forever. So, and it can happen to any one of us tomorrow. It can happen to any one of us 10 minutes from now. So, sometimes I think we just have to really just sit back for a second and even as bad as things are, they could be worse. Hi, Anna. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hi, Amberella. Jeremy M. says, Alma, my queen. Alma, he's coming out of the woodwork now. Your husband has a fungal infection? You're at square one. Well, it's better than not being at square. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hopefully, pray that they'll get something that'll clear it up this time. Try and keep the faith. Believe me, I know it's hard. Exactly. Brendy says, truth. Life is way too short and fragile. It certainly is. She's warming up. Alma said she's warming up, Jeremy. I'm going to open up the phone lines because I think we could use some, I don't know, some fun time now. We've dealt with all the crazy. I will, let me see, I've got to put this over here. I should try to make bread tomorrow. If I get home early enough, maybe I'll do it on a video if I get home early enough. But see, I have to see what's going on with my what was I gonna say? I don't even know what I was gonna say. With my ultrasound, you know, I hope that I'm gonna get in and out and everything will be fine on that. Lori, oh please keep Lori Ann. Lori Ann is not doing well. Please keep Lori Ann in your prayers. She is not doing well. The pneumonia is really, really beating her down really bad. She said if she didn't have a breathing machine at home, she would be in the hospital. So she doesn't want to go to the hospital. She's got Coco Chanel. Please send her prayers for healing because she is really, really sick. And Lorianne, I sent your package out today. I hope you feel better. It's not the virus so far. They did another test, but they can see the pneumonia on her chest x-ray. So please try and keep her in your prayers. Okay. I put the number in Slack. Good night, Margot. You get some rest. Yeah, for Lorianne. Oh my gosh. Next dose is on April 2nd. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Jenny D1. Jennifer Rochelle. Hi, Soul Sister. Hi, Jane's mom. It's got it going on. Every time I see Jane's mom, that song, I can't, Stacy's mom, I can't stop it, Jane's mom. No ibuprofen either because it doesn't allow the body to build up a reaction. Oh, I hope Jimmy was told that. He was given a paper. I hope he was told that. Hi, Ellie Cattails. That Georgia guy is like a dumber spree killing a Green River killer, attempting to rid the world of evil temptresses. Oh, wow. Oh, your birthday week? Happy birthday, Shannon M. Your father-in-law had no prize. He's 101. God bless him. Stacy's mom. I know, it drives me nuts. Every time I say Jane's mom, all I do is hear Stacy's mom's got it going on. Hold on a second. I gotta go let Sassy out. I have to let Sassy out. That she was calling me on the phone. She was calling me on the phone. No, she wasn't. She wasn't calling me on the phone. She doesn't know how to push the buttons. What is it, darling? Go on, go on. Go on, go on, darling. Go on, go on. Let's go. Okay. I put the number in Slack so you can come on. Hi, Susie B. Danielle C. That rhymes. Shar. Hi, Carol Boyce. Carol Boyce, did you get your second dose? Are you still, you just got your first dose, right? Hi, Kevin Leonard. Oh, look who's here, Davita Lane. Davita Lane. Hello, Davita Lane. Davita, how are you doing?
Hey everyone, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Okay, I want to first say thank you to everybody that has sent. I was overwhelmed at all the sweet words. And doggone it, I said I wasn't going to cry. Doggone it. Let me get mad for a minute. Anyway, yeah, it's been rough, but you know, when you have prayers and you have people that care, it really, you can feel the prayers and the words really, you know, mean something. And it helps you to get, you know, through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As far as Daisha, they did it, but I hate when they do this. And you can write this down, Kevin.
Okay.
I hate when her MRI took over an hour and a half.
Right.
And they had to keep taking her out and put her nerve back in. And so then they said, okay, we're done, but wait here. And so she waited. And then she said, you know, I have to get going. She said, because I have to pick up my daughter from school. You know, do you know how much longer this will take? She said, well, it shouldn't take much longer. So 40 minutes went by and Daisha went up to the front. She said, I really need to get going. She said, is there a problem?
Mm-hmm.
And the lady came back out that talks to the radiologist, and she said, okay, she said, let me put it to you this way. Is there anything that's just really standing out that he's looking at why I'm here so long? And she said, well, nothing that is just stark where she said, because if that was the case, he'd be doing more testing right now. She said, but he does want you to get back with your neurologist. And she gave her a disc of, I don't know exactly what, but I know that they're going to be sending the readings over to the neurologist. So hopefully we'll know something tomorrow. And like I told Daisha, because of course Daisha starts to get nervous, when they do this crap. And so like I told her, I said, I think if it was anything like what Tanya had, you would have been able to see it, because when it happened with Tanya, the doctor told me when she was in the ICU, he said, you can tell when these things happen, because it looks, I don't know exactly what they see, but they see something. So I'm hoping that isn't what it is, but please keep praying, for her, and that everything is going to be fine. And, it maybe if they see something, it's going to be something that can be, taken care of easily,
Right, yeah.
So anyway, so that's that, and I'll be glad when tomorrow comes. And so I just really wanted to thank you. I really didn't want to call in tonight because I didn't want to be a downer, but I did want to thank everyone for all of their sweet words and comments and checking in, and I really do appreciate it more than you'll ever know, truly. Truly.
Absolutely.
And also, may I say to Lori Ann, if you're listening, I am praying for you. And if you think that you need to go to that hospital, hopefully one of the kids can watch Coco, but you need to go if you think that you can't be at home without help from a hospital.
Right, yeah. She said she's
And
just in a
we
lot of
talked
pain
to
with the
today,
breathing.
Davida.
You talked to Lori Ann?
Yeah, well, in message, she
Oh.
messaged me
Right,
and
yeah.
just said, how she has the pneumonia, and she misses me, she misses everybody, and she will be watching tonight. She said, I'll see you tonight. She said she has a breathing
Machine,
treatment that she does at home,
Mhm.
so that helps her a little.
Yeah.
But she said, if it gets any worse, she'll obviously go to the
Hospital.
ER or something,
Good.
Yeah, she's not taking any chances,
Okay, good. Yeah, we don't need any chances taken. So how are you everyone doing? How are you doing, Carolyn?
Oh, I'm doing okay. We're supposed to be getting some weather, but now Jimmy's saying it's moving. But there were supposed to be storms coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about those tornadoes? What's going on with that? I was reading about a lot of tornado watches.
Yeah, where are they?
Louisiana, Tennessee. When was Alabama? Was it?
I think I saw one day. Yeah, that's where it was.
Mississippi.
Alabama, maybe. There was some kind of tornado watch. I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Oh,
Thanks,
Jeremy, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
Jeremy, thank you.
Carol,
you.
Foxybot emailed you for the number.
Okay.
Oh, is Foxybot coming in?
Yeah. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, how are you?
Oh,
Hi, Shannon.
Hi, what's going on, Shannon? How have you been?
I'm good. I had my son in for about 4 days with his girlfriend from out of town, so I've kind of been missing in action a little bit. And we had fun cooking, cleaning, visiting. And then he left and I went shopping and restocked and refilled, and now gearing up. My daughter is getting married, and
Oh, wow.
I know.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And we're going tomorrow to meet at the venue for our first meeting, to sit down and start working out some logistics. But she's going to do it next year in June. because of the pandemic still is with the numbers. They're just worried about the numbers. So, but anyway, at least that's a start for tomorrow, and we can maybe start looking at invitations and booking, all the flowers and everything you do for a wedding. So that's on the
Has
bright
she
side.
been with her partner a long time?
She has been with him since college, about 6 years, 7 years.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, they met like their sophomore year in college, so they've been out for a few years. But and he was going to do it right before the pandemic hit, and then he proposed, and then that was the last year and a half's been a boot.
Right.
Because they don't want to just get married in the backyard. They want to have a wedding.
You want to have a big wedding?
Yeah, I think so. About 200 people, I think.
Oh,
So
That's good.
that's why she's waiting until next spring, because hopefully the numbers will be back up, and so. But yeah, it's something exciting to look
Right.
forward to, but it's a little bittersweet because of the holdups.
yeah.
But
Well, I think that everything will be okay. I mean, my gosh, I pray it's okay by that point.
right.
They can
Right.
have a wedding normal.
Yeah, and the church that they belong to and they want to get married in is doing a renovation, so they're keeping their fingers crossed that they can still work out and get married in that church. But there's another one that'll take them, another Catholic church that'll take them down the road, but they really want to go to the one that they go to. So that's our only other glitch,
Yeah.
but I'll hurry them along. What can I do for you?
Yeah.
I
Really.
help with wedding coordinating, so I got to get her on track.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Tammy,
That's cool.
how you
Did you
doing,
get your
Tammy?
kitchen done?
It's there's a guy coming out on
Oh, yeah, your
Sunday to look
kitchen.
at the kitchen floor, and he's also going to look at our bathrooms because the tile upstairs in the master needs to be completely redone, and the cabinets. So we're just gonna try and figure it all out in one full swoop instead of just piecemealing it.
Okay.
So I've got the tile picked out. The guy's coming Sunday to look at it and give us an estimate on it, and then another person will come in and do the woodwork. So
Well,
yeah,
you're
I
on
want to
your
try
way.
and get it. What?
You're on your way.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get done before summer. Maybe.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully.
you don't want to talk to me, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I get you. I feel your pain. I've been there, done
It's been,
that.
it's always going to be longer than
Right,
things take.
right. Because he was
It's gonna
supposed to come out yesterday, and he's not coming till Sunday. So, what's your hold up? You're just coming to look at it. So,
Yeah, they'll say 2 months, and then as time goes on, 2 years, you meant 2 years.
right.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
And how much is it gonna cost? Oh, it had to go up because, but we'll see. If he's too high, I've got another guy that I will have come over, and, I'm gonna let him know that he's not the only person bidding it out, so,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But I gotta start, thinking about tearing out all the kitchen and the food and all of that, just 'cause the dust will get in there from tearing up the tile. 'Cause we're tearing up tile and we're gonna put tile back down. So,
It's amazing how much dust you get.
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They'll take stuff off, I'm sure, but it'll get through any little crevice.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get real careful about taping off the rooms and the doors and everything. But I've been there and done that too, so I know how it goes. I'll just try and cover up stuff as much as possible.
You always look at the end result. That's what I just kept doing, is just
Right.
keep on focusing on the end.
Right. That's right. And hopefully we'll pick the right colors. We're still not in agreement, but it'll work.
Yeah. So Davida, you went to your son's house?
Yeah. I went and he picked me up, and I was over there yesterday and spent the night. And we went to dinner into a restaurant, if you can believe it. And then we just watched certain movies that Tanya used to like. And
What
you
did
know,
she used to like?
well, she likes scary movies, like
Yeah.
us. We all like
Right.
scary. And her favorite, and I didn't even know this was her favorite, but Jeremy was telling me today, and he was telling me when they were kids how, you know, they would watch it and how she'd make comments, all that. Anyway, it was Friday the 13th, part 2.
No,
So
okay.
we watched that. And then she loved Officer and a Gentleman, because she loved the military.
Uh-huh.
And then another movie that we watched, but I didn't watch it, I didn't want to watch it, was Terms of Endearment. Her and I went and saw it when it first came out.
That's
Which I
hard.
find kind of ironic because of the movie, but
Mhm.
and then we, you know, listened to some music that she used to like, and you know, we were just talking about her, and then we got down to where I live, and then we met up with Jason, and we had dinner tonight at that Mexican restaurant that, you know, we went to before, and
Oh.
so yeah, so that's what we did, and then I came home.
That's
It's so
sweet.
good to be with your
Yeah.
kids at least, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know
it
that,
helps.
you know, they're in pain too. you
Right.
know.
Yeah, well, when Jeremy called, I didn't know I was going over there. Tuesday night, 'cause he called me what's today, Wednesday? No, Monday night. He called me Monday night, and he said, Mom, get some stuff together. He goes, I'm gonna pick you up tomorrow. And I said, are you sure? I said, I don't wanna, you know, bother you, because I know that, you know, he works from home right now. And so he goes, just get some stuff together. And I said, are you sure? He goes, Mom, please, do I have to say it? I want you with me. I need you right now. Then I
Now,
felt like
is
an
this
idiot.
is this your
Mhm.
oldest son?
This was my middle son. And so he was having a really rough time, and it hit him worse this year than it even did last year. And this is what I mean. You just never know how it's going to hit you. You
Mhm.
just don't know. And so, yeah, he was having probably the hardest time that he's had so far.
Oh.
So, anyway, and Jason, you know, it was hard for him, but it was harder for him last year, I think. So, yeah, it just depends. It's the weirdest beast I've ever met in my life. It's weird, just weird. That's all I can say. I don't wish it upon my worst enemy.
Well, you're lucky to have your kids with you, and
Yeah.
they want to be with you, and
Yeah,
you know.
yes, very much so. Yeah, I feel very blessed.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now hopefully just keep moving on. Just keep moving.
Mhm.
That's all you can do.
Mhm.
I know Bonnie said, you don't say moving on, you say moving forward.
Yeah,
Mhm.
forward. Okay. I'll move
Mhm.
forward. Move forward.
I mean, that's what she, I guess, learned in counseling.
Right. Well, yeah, she's got to be going through her own deal too, you know, as well as you.
Of course.
And you probably find that yourself. I mean, I don't care who it is, you know, everybody, it's always different. And sometimes it's just day by day, you know, it just depends on what frame of mind you're in,
Yeah.
or how things hit you.
And sometimes you get signs. If you look for the signs, they're there.
Yep.
you
Yep.
know?
Yep.
I honestly believe that.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you do. And Sandy sent a very nice text to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her.
Aw.
He hopes that you, what'd she tell me? I think she gave me another message for you, because she was wondering if it was, if you understood it, or, you know, like if she
Oh, yeah.
should have
Oh, yeah.
written something else. She was overthinking it.
No.
And I think there was something else she wanted me to tell you. Let me see.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep, they
let's
all
see.
matter. I read them all. I reread them. I reread them. I reread them. So.
Oh, she
yeah,
said
they-
to please tell you to keep your faith, because I told her, but you have Daisha going through that. And she said, give it to God. Don't look back in His hands when you give it to Him. Have trust and faith.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and she's right. And you know, I feel so. I don't know what word. I don't know if inadequate's the right word. I don't know what I'm looking for. But anyway, she makes me feel like, oh, Davida, you got to really start getting stronger, with your faith. I mean, and I do believe I have a lot of faith, but when I listen to her and I look at how she reacts to things, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I know.
She is such a, and I don't doubt for a minute she doesn't have her
Oh,
moments.
she
I don't
has,
doubt
she
that
has,
for
she
a
has,
minute.
yeah, she
Oh,
does. She has
definitely.
her moments,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, but I do really look up to how her strength and her faith.
Her faith,
is. I
that's
really
that's
do.
the thing. She has unwavering faith, which is
Yes.
my problem.
Yes.
That's my problem, because she'll get so angry. That's when she says to me, I'm going to come up there and give you an Italian smack. She always says that to me. Don't make me come up there, because she's always like, here's your neon freaking sign, because she's always showing me pictures, and she's like, look at this, look at that, and you're still going to say you don't believe it, right? You're still going to say, because that's what you are, a New York skeptic. I know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so she gets angry, but yeah, she always is saying that. But her faith is always there, because she actually has visions and had them since she was a kid. So her faith
Yeah.
is strong, really strong. And it's good, because I see it never wavers with her.
Oh no, never. And that especially when you're in a situation like we are, and you've gone through it,
Mm-hmm.
you almost need that to look at, and sometimes to give you a swift kick,
Yeah.
to say snap out of it,
Right.
look.
Stop it. Look at this. Yeah. Stop questioning everything. Stop saying, is
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth. But yeah, I do. I really look up to her as far as, how she handles. I mean, it's just amazing to me. Especially, what she's going through, it never ends. It's
Mhm.
never ending. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think about that all the time with her too.
Yeah.
I feel like such a worthless person.
That's how I think. My
You
gosh,
know?
Davida.
Like,
I
well, a
would want
failure. I feel like
everybody.
a failure next to her. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, gosh. But yeah, so.
And when I got both of your, Carolyn, your Charlie Brown stuff today in the mail, and then I got yours and, Betty today, Davida.
oh,
And, how I tried to send that Green River to both of you guys.
uh-huh.
Oh.
I had them both in the packages at the post office, and I asked them, and they said no. So I
Scooter.
had to
God bless you. You're so honest.
Well, yeah, but they would have known, wouldn't they?
Well, that's what I would think, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I
Are
did
you
put this in
home now,
candy.
Davida? Are you home at your house?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'll be right back, guys.
and I got,
Use the
I
bathroom.
almost,
What?
I got your box.
You did? That's what I'm gonna say. How did
I
it get
almost
so
forgot.
How did it get there so fast?
Yes, I did.
How?
I got it when I got home.
That was sent
I don't
out.
know.
That was sent out. What does it say? Tuesday? What's today?
Wednesday.
Maybe it was. No, I think it was sent out Tuesday. How could that be? A lot of people love you, Davida. I only pop up every now
Well,
and then,
look
but I
at
want you to know I'm thinking and praying for you. Jeremy said that. Thank you, Jeremy.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
nice.
It's very nice.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I love you guys too.
Yeah, you've been in our thoughts a lot today, Davida.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like I say, I appreciate that so much. And I've been reading everything over and over.
Your video was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You did
It wasn't
a
as
great
long as
job.
I thought it was. It took me forever to make it, but it wasn't as long as I thought it was. But I was so afraid to do any more because my stupid computer keeps wanting to crash. And I thought, doggone it, if I get this thing all done and that thing crashes.
Oh, it's
I
a
am gonna-
miracle. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Look who's here.
What?
It's a Festivus. It's a
Oh.
Festivus miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's a
Hi, Lisa.
miracle. Lisa
It is a
D is
miracle.
Lisa D is there.
I'm like, who are you
Look
talking
at-
about?
look at that. Yeah, it's a miracle. She hasn't
She's
been.
awake.
She hasn't been here in how long?
Well,
3 in
well,
the
since
morning.
she
So
opened
she-
the package.
She didn't feel good, and she wasn't here Sunday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't think she was here Saturday. Right?
I guess. I'm on panel, but
Well, Foxy, I think you have the YouTube playing.
How come you don't have your camera on?
who got another camera on?
Who said that?
Huh?
That it's been
Who
years.
is that?
I don't know.
I thought it was Lisa D.
Who is that?
Sounds like Foxy.
Bye.
Foxy Bot?
Oh,
I don't know. Is that Foxy Bot?
Yeah, it's Foxy Bye.
Oh, it doesn't sound like you.
Yeah, my voice gets weird.
It's a bad
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know if you should call
Is
back.
it bad connection?
Try to
You want me to
call.
call you
Yeah,
back?
try to
I
call
can call
back.
you back.
Yeah, because it's all like
Static.
crackly. Crackly.
Is that who you were talking about, or were you talking about Lisa D?
No, Lisa D is here.
Oh,
She was
okay.
in chat.
She's not. Yeah, she's in the chat.
well,
Lisa
I love
D,
you,
are
Lisa
you
D.
awake?
Lisa D, are you awake? Lisa D.
Come on, Lisa. Come on. Are you just
She's
waking up?
sleepwalking.
I'm glad she liked that little stove I got her.
Oh yeah, she loved
With
that.
the little, yeah, with her little kitty underneath.
Uh-huh.
She was crazy about that.
That was so cute.
That was.
It was so detailed.
Yeah, it was. Come on, Lisa. Come on.
Well, Lisa.
Are you gonna come on, Lisa, or are you just staying in chat?
She went back to sleep.
Lisa, she shouldn't be. She should be up for the day, Lisa. It's late for you.
Okay, Lisa, get up. I gotta see your dimples.
She's lurking.
Come on, Lisa. I have questions about my shot and stuff. You are the personal assistant. I didn't know it was 3 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy.
It's like once the night hits at a certain point, all of a sudden, boom. It's like it's midnight, it's
Yeah,
one.
it goes so fast at that point. So I can't believe your package came. I'm trying to think of when the freak I sent it. Because I just sent Scooter and Lori Ann today. And yesterday, maybe I sent it the day before. Who knows? It's still fast to California. She'll come on. Here she goes. I'll come on for Davida. Not for anybody else.
Yay.
Aw.
She doesn't
Thanks,
care
Lisa. How
about
sweet.
anybody else. Just Davida.
My first
Maybe
time
we
on
should get off.
Lisa D.
Since Carolyn,
What?
since we emailed mailed the packages on the same day. It'll be interesting to see who gets it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hi, Foxy.
Remember that horror movie?
Yes.
Back.
Hold your
What are you
guys.
girls talking about? Because I've been screwing with this, trying to get in. And
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Scooter, you're always leaving the panel when I come on. Is it personal?
I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. And while Scooter's out, I want to say something. Somebody wrote a really, really, really tremendously rude comment to Scooter.
They did?
Yeah,
Well, let me handle. Can I take it? Can I take
Well,
it? Just let me
well,
handle
yeah,
it.
listen
Let me
to
handle
me.
it.
She wrote.
Okay, you cool, y'all.
I'll tell
Let me
you-
tell you something. You dealing with a Rougarou now. Get gone, bye.
No, but Foxy, listen. She put up a video about it. It has the comment in it, and it's really hurtful, and it's about her cancer, and it's really, really bad. And the person, yeah,
Who was she talking about?
she was talking about Scooter. The
There's
person,
noise in the background.
yeah,
someone's
yeah,
got their
there's, yeah, you
phone.
have your computer on, I think, Scooter, but the person that said it is a person that has told me she works in healthcare in South Africa, and she's a nurse or a physician's assistant or something like that. And for her to write the comment that she did is just disgusting.
Was
And
it
if
about
you-
your procedure?
No, it's Scooter. It's about Scooter being a breast cancer
Oh,
survivor.
it's about Scooter. Scooter, I saw your little video. I
Yeah.
didn't comment on it
You saw
because I'd wait.
you saw the last one?
I saw that little 2-hour video she put out with some people saying bad stuff.
Oh, no, this is one she just put out.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one. I saw one she had put out today earlier, I think,
I'm
or
just saying.
yesterday maybe. I'm getting confused.
Okay, I'm just saying
But so are you gonna tell? I mean, is she in chat right now?
no.
Hi, Sandra. Thank you.
It's disgusting. It's a disgusting comment.
Scooter's one of our main panel people.
Right, but
She's
see,
Carolyn's right arm.
the
Do not mess with Scooter.
yeah, but the comment is about her being a breast cancer survivor. It's mocking her.
Lord
It's
Jesus.
mocking her for that.
Well,
From a
don't you're
person
gonna have
that
a
works
curse put
in-
on you. We call that a kunja down here. You're gonna get it back to you about 7-fold. You may be in there with breast cancer. Better be careful. That's just,
It's horrible.
what is wrong with women? I mean, I have several diseases. And when I first got sick, they didn't even know that it existed in anyone but elderly women. And I am not an elderly woman. They didn't know it existed in kids. They didn't know it existed in men. In fact, my doctor had it. He nearly quit his practice because it's so devastating. Just one of the diseases I've had all my life. There's no cure. There's no nothing. And they can barely treat it. Right now, as I talk to y'all, I've got a horrible infection that's been raging over a month. Well, way back in first part of February, that I can't get cleared up. The only expert that should be telling people about their disease or questioning them is their doctor. This off limits, folks.
Yeah, but
It's
see,
personal
but
business.
Foxy, what this is like is if you had eye cancer and you had one of your eyes removed, and and somebody called you a one-eyed wonder. Okay,
Well,
because you lost an
I
eye
I
to
would,
cancer.
I'd say some things like I said, he's gonna come back on him, and you say crap like that. Plus, if you say it in a public space, everyone is going to see it, and there is a lot of breast cancer survivors out there that won't be happy with that. And people that have family, I lost my first cousin, who was probably as close to my aunt as I can get, my angel as I could get. She was gorgeous. She was sweet. She left behind 2 sets of twins, girl twins, and another little girl, 5 kids. And she suffered immensely. I mean, immensely suffered. Her body got so bloated at the end, and then when she finally died, they couldn't even bury her. I had given her this gorgeous, it's like a necklace, it's like a long white negligee with a long white robe with lace on it. 'cause she loved it, but they couldn't bury her in it because her body was so bloated. And, that's just not a cool thing to say, people. Check yourself, 'cause you're wrecking yourself when you say stuff like that. You're ruining your reputation. But, like I said, we got a lot of mentally unwell people and a lot of frustrated people who will test you to see if you'll get a reaction to them. And that's what they want. They want you to, get really upset, knock you off, knock you down so they can feel better about themselves.
Wait,
It's
Carolyn,
just-
Carolyn, did you say this person's a nurse?
She's in healthcare. I know she's emailed me before. She's told me she's in healthcare in South Africa. She's told everybody.
Wow.
God, I
People
feel sorry for her
probably
patients.
She sent us a video once explaining that she works in healthcare in South Africa. This person is totally, the way they behaved for like the last month and a half has been shocking.
Did you
Were they
remove
once
it?
were they once a part of the Ramblers?
Yep. And they've totally gone
And
off.
they supported, they liked Scooter, or did they dislike her?
But they liked everybody. But what they did, in the last month, she's gone off the rails. But what she just did now is just disgusting.
Yeah,
Was it in-
well, it is disgusting when you talk about something as serious as cancer that kills millions of people and causes great suffering. Like I said, Le Bon Jus is going to deal with you, darling. You don't need to be in the medical profession. I went to school with this girl. I finally broke off the friendship, and the friendship went on for a long time because she wanted it
Thank
to
you,
go
Mandy.
on,
That's very generous.
and
I'll
because
leave
I was
Scooter
too
in trouble with that.
kind. But she wanted to be a nurse, and she was a cruel person. And I said, Jesus, you can't do that. You're going to be around sick people, and you can't be treating people bad because you don't like their behavior when you're sick. A lot of your patients are out of their mind. They're on drugs, all kinds of things. They're sick. They don't feel good. Sometimes they get violent because they have a bad reaction to a drug, or they get out of their head because of their sickness. And I finally talked her out of going into healthcare, and she went and became a school teacher.
I'm just Foxy Bot. I'm just
Well,
surprised.
you're so sweet. That's why, why attack you? I have never seen you say a crossword.
What I'm
Ever.
trying to say is calling me a one-tit wonder. I didn't think that would hurt. I don't know why it even is.
Well,
I don't
What
know
is the
why.
insult supposed to mean, a one-hit wonder? What does that mean, even?
Because I
You're
have
being
one
rude.
breast. I have one right breast. The other
Oh,
one
my
is
Lord.
okay?
Well, you need to write this person off.
I don't have anything to
What's
do with
going
them.
on? That's somebody that ain't all there.
I don't
Says
have
something like
anything
that to a person that lost their breast.
I don't have anything to do with them. But they're mad
Well-
about the videos that I made showing, what this
I'm
other
telling
person
you,
said.
if you're lurking, you people that said this, if you're lurking, you may think you can get away with that in life, but I'm telling you, whether you believe in a God or not, karma always has a way coming back around to get you. I like what this girl I heard say today was classic. She says, you just got on karma's menu, and she's delivering to you. And when you're on her menu, you don't get to pick what happens to you.
Well, you know
She
what?
does
I
the
think I
picking.
realized. I messaged Carolyn and I said, I can't believe how this is hurting. And I messaged Moo. And
Of course it hurts you because I'm sensitive about my illness.
if I was, I know I'm heavy. I'm fat. I put on a bunch of weight. Call me fat. Call me old because a lot of people think I'm old or whatever.
Call you. How about this? You know what I'm gonna call you? I'm gonna call you wonderful. How about calling you wonderful? Because that's what you are.
But
Yeah. Well,
I don't
people.
know
Well,
why.
look, Scooter. You know what they told me? I'm gonna make you feel better, darling. I told people, they hear me over here. I don't go anywhere else on panels. So they heard, they knew I was sick, and I'm open with it. I don't hide it from anybody. I don't go around complaining. I'm not a hypochondriac. I'm very tough. But you know what this one person said that was trying to be rude? We thought she died. They wanted that to hurt me, and I just laughed. And I just thought, okay.
I always
And
laughed
then said
about
the F you.
anybody cutting me down.
Yeah, but
Yes,
that,
yeah,
but that,
well,
that's
you're
just,
just probably-
I mean, that is just
every-
disgusting, though.
Like I told you, we all have our bad days where, you know, somebody on the internet, I'll never let them see me cry. Only one time did I cry. Long time ago,
Well,
before I
just
ever
want them
went
to know
public.
that, yes, they did hurt me, okay? You did hurt.
I'm glad you're saying it. You tell them.
You did.
Tell them.
You validate your feelings, Scooter. You're a wonderful person. And to be a survivor, you're an inspiration to a lot of women.
All right.
So, you know, twice. Stop that, you couillons. You know, stop
I
it.
had an implant put in, but I fell on it.
Yeah.
You know, it had to be removed. I just didn't want to go through with it again. I didn't want
Right.
to go through the surgery.
Right.
And I asked Dave, are you okay with that? And I'm fine with it. I was 51, I believe, when I fell, or 52. So
Yeah.
I was not real old then.
Scooter, you're
But
not
I
old.
was just tired of it. I didn't
That's
want
what
to
I
go
thought you
through it.
were now. I thought you were about that age now.
No, I'm going to be 66 in 2
Oh,
months.
shit, you look good.
Well, see, you look good.
Mm-hmm.
It just,
The heck with them. You know, the heck with them and the horse they rode in on. You know what? They can just ride right off into the desert and die.
Scooter,
Because, you know,
I
you don't
feel
have,
better
you
now,
don't have
though, that
time
I've
for
said
people
that.
like that.
I feel better
That's
letting
all right,
you know.
Scooter.
I-
You know
I
we
feel
love
okay
you.
now. I feel okay now about it.
hey,
you know?
Scooter,
Huh?
was that someone on your channel or
Mm-hmm.
on?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you give them the boot?
No, she put it's in the last video, she put their comment
Yeah,
on it.
it just happened right as we were going live.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh,
did
I-
you
Oh, tonight?
erase it?
Tonight?
Just a few minutes ago, yeah.
Oh, Lord. No wonder you upset.
Did you hit the delete
Well, you know, that's
button?
that's an unhappy person. I talked to
No,
somebody.
no.
This is what you say to her.
I showed
You
it
say
on
a
the
dude
video.
to me, a dude to
Foxy,
a dude to you, a dude to me, and if we ever disagree, I'll feed you to the cocoa tree. That's what you tell couillons. Like that. I made that
Shannon, she
up,
got
so-
the comment and she put it in a little video and said, "Do you feel better now?" and put their comment.
Yeah, I want
okay.
people to see what they would say. Why would I
Okay.
hide that?
Right.
Why?
Right.
Well,
It's
it hurt
just
your
showing
feelings.
them-
You thought that person liked you, you know?
No, I don't even really know them, Foxy Bot. I
Oh, you
really
don't?
It's just, I mean, it's just a horrible comment.
Well, sounds like somebody's maybe a little envious, got the envy, as we say down here. Somebody got the envy about you, darling.
And,
I'm pretty sure.
Sandra sent me a message. It said, tell her that all these hearts, that I said all these hearts and stuff. So I think that's for Davita and Scooter.
What is that, Carolyn?
Sandy
Thank
was
you,
in the
that's really
chat, but
sweet.
she sent a message and it said, tell her I said red heart, purple heart, red heart, and then an emoji blowing kisses. And I think that's for both you and Scooter.
Oh, thank you, Sandra.
That's really sweet.
I
too.
really
Oh,
appreciate
I'm sorry about
But
the lady that's got
she was in the chat, but I don't know if it, I don't know. She just sent me the message, so that's what I think
Oh.
it is.
Isn't that funny though, how something will get you like that? I was like shocked that
Yeah.
it was deep in me.
Nah, it's normal, Scooter. It's normal. You know, you just got me in that off mood, the sensitive mood, you know, and you just hits you know, like a ton of bricks, and you think, "Daggone, what's wrong with people?"
Yeah,
You know, to say such a thing.
that really hurts.
Mhm.
But you know,
Yeah,
I'm feeling better now that I've told you guys and everything.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad, because you know we love you.
Mm-hmm. That's, I just can't even believe that person
I know.
works in healthcare and
It's
would
just
say
hateful.
something like
It's
that.
hate. It's all it is.
Like,
It's
how could anybody, like,
Rude.
let alone think that, but then to write it down? I mean, that and put it out in a public forum.
Rude.
That's like,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, you know, like I have a friend. She's listening by phone. She doesn't want to reveal who she is, but she's a follower of yours, and she said when you get that many women together. Now, I hope you can hear me. Are you listening?
Yeah.
You
we
know
can-
who? Because she's on my cell phone. When you get that many women together, they're gonna fight. unfortunately. No, I'm not like that. I
yeah,
don't know
but
why.
This is
I don't get jealous of people, or I don't get into petty fights with them. Like if you get mad at me and I'm your friend, and she can tell you this, even if you yell at me, I'm gonna say, "What's wrong? Let's work this out. Let's don't get upset. I value our friendship." And even if they still get hot, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give them a lot of time to calm down. You really have to push me to make me drop you. But I'm telling you, Scooter, and sometimes, as Carolyn, as you know, you just went through a miraculous situation getting your news you got, but sometimes people in the medical profession aren't real nice and they have zero empathy. I mean, I'm shocked every day by the things I see in the medical profession, just shocked,
Yeah.
I don't know what makes people go into what I call the helping professions, policeman, fireman, EMT, doctor, nurse, school teacher, anything where you're dealing with people, and especially young people or older people and sick people. Those are the three categories. This woman that I went to school with was a nut. And like I said, the only reason I kept the relationship because she bugged me to death. But I finally had enough, and I dropped it, and I told her, get out. I do not need your negative influence in my life, and I haven't talked to her since. And I mean, I've known her since school a long time. Mm-hmm. And, but she tried to tell me who I could be friends with, and nobody's going to tell me who I can be friends with. Right. It ain't happening. But, Scooter, you're a hero. You made it through. You fought a killer disease. So you think about all the women tonight that are listening to this channel, and a lot of people lurk, so you may not be able to hear them, but I bet you they're thinking to themselves, I can get through this. I can get through this. If she got through it, I can get through it. I just watched something earlier tonight. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was Elizabeth Smart case. Remember Elizabeth Smart case? The little girl, the Mormon girl that was kidnapped? She went public. I mean, I can't believe the child went public because the gruesome details came out about the rapes. Have y'all ever watched that? It's on Prime Video is what I watched. And she was signing books. It's a whole documentary. And she was signing books, and she said, I am so glad I did this because she couldn't believe the amount of women that came up and said they were victims of rape or sexual abuse, and how much it had helped them knowing that 14-year-old kid got through it. And she's got a wonderful life. I mean, she is just an incredible woman. I'm telling you, I really admire her. Did y'all ever see when she got mad at Nancy Grace and told her to shut up?
Yes.
I love that
I
too.
remember that.
No.
Yeah, that was good. Nancy Grace can get out of line. I watch her and stuff, but sometimes she gets a little obnoxious. I love it when she talks about the twins. The twins.
Yeah.
Like the twins. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Did you ever see that case? Because I was watching another Lifetime movie about that old case, that Hannah Anderson, the little girl that was kidnapped by her dad's best friend, and then the whole internet was saying, oh, she was in on it, she was complicit.
Oh, wait. No, are you talking about, which one are you talking about? Wasn't that Elizabeth Smart?
No. Elizabeth Smart's the Mormon girl. This is another 16-year-old. I think it's Hannah Anderson. Let me see. Yeah, Hannah Anderson. She was kidnapped by her dad's best friend.
Oh, I don't know.
He'd known her ever since she was a little girl, but in the womb. And he murdered the mother and her little brother, who was only about 8. And it was really heated on the internet because people thought that there was a flirtation between the two of them.
Was he a serial killer?
No. He had never done anything weird. I think he was a weirdo, but he had never shown any weird signs, and people were speculating, all kinds of crazy things, just like they do with this case. But of course, the police department, the sheriff's department, all the law enforcement said it was not her fault. They shot him. He took her into the mountains and had her in a tent. after he killed her mother, and he tortured and killed those people. He didn't just kill them, and he killed the dog, which is weird. Why kill the dog? Dog can't tell anybody, you're a murderer. He killed the dog. He killed the little kid, her little brother, and he killed. And she said he'd been sending her inappropriate text messages, but she didn't want to tell her dad because she didn't want to affect their friendship. But he did weird things, like he asked her mother. I want to ask you ladies, y'all all got children. I don't have children, but I can tell you that if I did have kids, and when I took care of kids, because everybody would dump their kids on me because they thought modeling and acting was just some fun job, and all I did was sit around and eat bonbons all day. My kid would end up going to the audition with me. So, anyways, he asked the parents if he could take this little girl out of town on trips to like Los Angeles. What would y'all have said? Because I know what I would have said.
No.
Take your 16-year-old daughter out alone on a weekend trip with a 40-year-old man or 50-year-old man.
No.
I think he was in his 40s. No, that's right. No, no, absolutely not, freak. So, the lady and the parents let him do it, and that's when allegedly he told her that he loved her, or he had a family crush on her, which is weird. And then he kidnapped her. He had just lost his property, his job. He lost
Lisa D
everything.
was coming. What happened to Lisa D?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Lisa D, what did you do? You said you were coming on.
Come
That's
back.
not right.
Did she get dropped by accident?
Oh, no.
Hey, did you watch the end of that Woody Allen thing? Because it blew it out of the water, the
Yeah, I
last episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see it, Carolyn?
I did, but I think I know what you're saying. They're both kooky.
He's not kooky. He's evil. That's my opinion. Yeah, I believe he did it. Totally. Especially after, I'd read Vanity Fair and watched all kinds of things about him. The judge admonished him, told him he was strange. And then, have you ever seen a picture of his current children?
Yeah, a little bit.
You need to look, because the white girl he adopted looks like Dylan. It's freaky. How much? Because, she's got an unusual face, like you say. So, it's almost like you think they're sisters or something, or twins. It's very close, the picture I saw of them. And then, like I said, then he adopted this gorgeous young Asian daughter. And Sumi has attachment disorder, so she can't really form normal relationships with people. My dad has worked with tons of kids like that, and they can never have a bond with a parent that's normal. He knew that. He knew it, man. She had all those kids. That was right for the picking. He came in there, and I believe, after I thought about it the other night, I dropped the call. But okay, maybe Lark, her older daughter, committed suicide because maybe he did the same thing to her. And the maid said it was going on for a lot longer. That Suni, when she was like 14, 15, she was coming over there and they were having to clean up after her in the bedroom. So, and he bribed that, what is that famous psychiatric clinic in New York that he bribed? I nearly fell out.
Bellevue?
You go over, huh?
Wasn't Bellevue.
Wait, I didn't see that.
No. It was I think he was connected with a college or something.
I didn't see that.
Oh, honey, you didn't see where he bribed? And the normal way you interview a child is you don't interview them 9 times. You interview them once, and you get all your little questions answered and asked and videotaped. That's it. They went over it 9 times, asking her the same stupid things. Then they went out and did a press conference with Woody Allen when the law enforcement and the DA had asked them to do it. They went to them because they were prestigious. And then the DA said, man, when we saw that, we said, oh, they're compromised. Then a black psychologist that I think worked for the city or something, he was fired because he wouldn't go along with the agenda. And he got his job back because he sued him, and it shows him on camera saying, I believe Dylan. And I was like, yes, ma'am. So then they brought in their own experts and interviewed a poor child again, and she never wavered in what she said, never once. And they were like, the train track's not up there. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. Did you see how traumatized she still is? Her jaw was quivering and shaking. I came very close to crying, but to know that the woman is still, her jaw just started chattering.
Yeah.
And she reached out for her husband's hand. The guy is sick. And then, hey, remember what I told y'all last week? I hadn't seen episode number 4. They just released it last Sunday. So I hadn't seen it, but remember I told you what Francis Ford Coppola said about the pedophile he rehired and gave a 3-picture deal to? Well, I separate the art from the man. Right. And it made me sick watching it, because that's exactly what they said. Well, I separate the art from the man. Well, hey, let me tell you something. You might as well then just go out and let Charlie Manson, Chris Watts, and all the ones that have committed heinous murders just sell things. Jody Arias, let them become rich if you're going to separate the man and his art. Because Charles Manson was a musician, and from what I understand, he wasn't really that bad at one. He talked to the Beach Boys. So is that where we're at now? That we going to just let rapists and murderers, be successful because they're artists? Right. Okay, Hitler was an artist. I actually had never seen any of his paintings, and I read a lot about him and said that he was amateur. I saw his paintings. I'm not an art critic. I love art. I know a lot about it. But I was really impressed. I figured it would be a lot worse. It was quite good.
333.
Yeah, and in fact, it was weird because the Jewish people were his clients before he went nuts, and were the people buying from him. But yeah, he did it. And I am so happy at what's happening to him now, because you saw the first wave, everybody supported him. You had Diane Keaton, you had all those actresses, Emma Stone, he got a standing ovation. Then a few years later, when the Me Too movement hit, boom, all gone.
You guys forgot
now
333.
People.
There you go. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just telling you.
What?
No, they forgot 333.
What?
I was just telling them they forgot 333, but they got it up.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, I love that documentary. It really got the juice in it. And it had the proof. They went in and got like 8 or 10 boxes worth of notes. And now, here's the other thing. That psychiatric clinic or the hospital destroyed their notes. You never destroy your notes. I know that. I have friends who are psychologists and went through clinical. You never destroy your notes. And I had a mentor that was a psychiatrist that wanted me to go into that. And I did help with some child abuse cases, but I was just, it was a volunteer thing where they want a witness that doesn't have any financial interest. So I was strictly there for the kid and testified. But, yeah, he did it, man. He did it. And I am so glad that it's come out. And I guarantee you, probably by the time he's dead, we're going to be hearing from more victims. It's probably going to take a little time, just like it did with Roman Polanski. It's going to take some time. But Roman Polanski, my gosh, he's got victims out of belief.
I don't see it. I'm
so sorry that Scooter had a bad night. I'm worried for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't be worried. I'm fine, Foxy Bot.
Well,
I don't
love
see
you.
it,
Sit
Jeanette.
down.
I don't see Jeanette.
I'm fine. Thanks. I'm fine. You guys all, able to tell you guys that it upset me. It made me feel better. I'm perfectly fine. And I just love everything.
Just shrug it off. What's that song? Somebody sent me that Taylor Swift song. Just shake it off. Shake it off.
Yeah,
that's what you do. Shake it off.
Good. Everybody.
You You got a wonderful husband that loves you. You got beautiful children. You got a room full of friends here tonight. Don't let the few, couillons get you down, man, because that's what they want.
Definitely.
A lot of times I don't look at chat because I don't want to read the negative comments. I just don't look.
Right.
I just say, hey, I really don't care what they have to say about me. Like I told that stalker of yours, you know what? The only person I care about's opinion is my own. So there you go. So you can tell me whatever you want,
I know,
but
Jeanette, but I didn't see
I really
that.
don't care.
Maybe not on that video. I don't know. I don't see it.
It sounds like
Daniel.
maybe somebody wants to knock Scooter down because she's close to you and on these panels, see? When you don't understand, when you get on panels and you're a regular panel guest, they start targeting you.
Right.
They'll start to target you. That's just the way it is over in this weird part of YouTube. And we have the same people, like when the Chris Watts broke, we got the same people. I don't think it's varied that much. We've gotten some new ones from the Netflix and other things, but we still got that same kind of base of people, so, and we got a lot of people from those Watts groups that it's a lot of the problem. I mean, that's a big group when you got 20,000 in your Facebook group. I think they said there were 6 support groups, all numbering really high numbers. One was 20,000, I forget the rest. But what's going on? I was watching it about that Kim girl. So she's back. She's back.
Yeah, she's back.
Is she back in love with Lana?
No, she's back to the same old with Chris. Chris
I thought Lana. The rumor I heard was Lana was once infatuated with her.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't mention that at all. She just
They're wanting to change the subject.
Right.
Well, I don't understand this. It'll die down. It might take about a year because, again, it hit the internet kind of new, brought in people that weren't familiar with it, found channels. It'll probably die back down. At least I hope so. I really hope so. But I was telling you about that little Hannah Anderson girl because that was another case of victims being attacked. I mean, when the sheriff and them tell you, no, she was not having an affair with a man, no, she didn't plan to kill her mother and her little brother and the dog, he did all that. It's kind of sick. And I read all the old comments on the case, and they were pretty rough.
Yeah.
The little girl was naive. She got on social media, and I don't know what people think about grief, because when my father died, I was in the emergency room. We had to rush him to the hospital. I'd given him CPR, had been able to bring him back 3 years before that doing it, and didn't do it that time. I should have, for me, if I ever have to do it again, I'm going to do compressions hand mouth to mouth, because they said, well, just do the compressions. I think that was a mistake. But when they told me, when they had a whole medical team come out and tell me, and there's a bunch of people, and they just kind of sat there and looked at me waiting for me to cry, and I was so angry, that I lost my father, because I was really close to him. And I just didn't want to cry. I would not cry because I didn't want to. I felt like it was going to give them satisfaction.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Finally, I broke down, and they all left the room. But not everybody handles grief in a certain way. Some people go into shock, don't cry. Some people cry.
Right.
Usually I have a delayed reaction with grief. Usually I don't. Now, the one person that I used to be real close to had a stroke, and I cried like he was really young, and I cried right. He's all right now. In fact, he's a psychologist down in Baton Rouge. But yeah, it's just weird. I mean, that whole situation, this whole situation with the Chris Watts thing, it's a phenomenon that I hope we don't see again. But we definitely, people, you gotta write your congressman, because if they don't know, and the president, if they don't know that you don't like things, then they're not going to change them. I usually get on these petition sites and sign a bunch of petitions, because that way I can get my voice heard. But
right.
what needs that it's real easy to set up a petition. You do there. That's petition site. There's one of those petition sites I always go to. It's simple. I mean, we ought to set one up over there and just get everybody in the Ramblin' community to sign it,
Yeah.
saying we need the law changed. I mean, not just that, the internet laws too. Although I keep going back and forth about whether the internet will change. Now I'm back on the side that I don't think it will. I don't think they're ever going to, I don't think they'll ever require someone to show like an ID.
Oh, I think they will.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
if they don't, something's going to escalate and be really, really bad. That's going to happen, and they're going to have to.
Well, a lot of people are dropping off because they don't want to be targeted. They're not speaking anymore on chats.
Jeremy, where have you been? Jeremy, you just left us like that, like in the lurch, and you left Elma, and you just went away forever.
Here.
Oh, Lisa D now is here. Look at that.
My
Wait,
Oh,
goodness.
that's the brushy brush lady.
The
That's
brushy
that
brush.
lady.
Yeah.
Happy.
And
I
yeah,
missed you.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How
Oh
are
my
you?
goodness. Hi,
Love you,
Lisa.
Davida.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How
She
are
needs
you?
to sing the brushy brush
I
song.
love you so much, Davida.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I love you too. I'm glad you came on.
Yes. Thanks.
There's your
Took me a
dimples.
while to
There
get.
they
Took
are.
me a while to get here.
I wish you would have opened your box.
Smile. Let me see the dimples. Let's see those
That's our
dimples,
girl.
Lisa.
You're embarrassing me. Stop.
Lisa, this is Jane's mom. You're the reason I'm calling in because I was going to give a big grievance that the only reason I pay Scooter $39.95 a week to belong to this club is to see your sweet face. And
Aw.
she's rubbing me out because I can't pay her every week, Lisa.
Is she charging you 30? Is she charging you $39.95?
39.
She told me she was only charging people $15.95.
Well, she's pocketing it then.
Oh wow.
She's pocket, and you know,
Scooter.
honest.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Oh boy.
Well, after Kevin went and got her that side job for her to get that $1.99.
Did she tell you Lisa D would be on? Did she tell you that Lisa D would be on a certain number of nights?
Yes, she guaranteed it, and an autographed picture.
Oh boy.
I haven't gotten it yet, Helen.
Make sure it's the real autograph.
Scooter,
'Cause she'll
just
probably
remember,
just print one out.
just remember, Scooter, you a loop guru, darling, and nobody can kill a loop guru. Like I said, we all rougaroos and loop gurus. We run at the head of the pack, not behind.
That's
So
right.
you know what? If you don't like us, I do.
Hi,
Do
Slim
to you,
Ryan.
I do to me. And if we ever disagree, I'll feed you to the cocoa tree.
There's always
So,
something special
that's
going
what
on
you
here,
gotta
Slam
do.
RN.
Very cool.
What, Carolyn?
Foxy.
Slam RN said, "Is anything special going on here?" I said, "There's always something special going on here."
Hey, Slam.
Oh, I hope Davina, I don't know her, but I hope whatever's going on and with your family, I hope everything works out. And I'll definitely shout out a prayer to
Thank
the good
you.
Lord and ask
you,
him to help you. I hate to hear you cry like that. I know it's
you.
awful to go through trauma.
Thank you
And I
very
pray
much.
that you get a good result. Do you have a
Thank you.
family member ill? Because is that what the problem is?
No,
Well,
not right now.
Well, my one daughter has a MRI that we're waiting to hear, and I lost my other daughter 3 years ago today.
I'm so sorry. That's
Thank
so
you.
rough. You never stop missing somebody
No.
when you lose them.
No,
That's kind of weird because I asked. Oh no, my grandmother lost one of her children. Both my grandmothers had a huge family, like 10 and 11. And her 14-year-old son, Gladden, died in her arms. I think he had MS. He had a really
Oh.
bad disease. And she said, there is nothing worse than losing your child.
yeah,
And my
no.
fiance's
Yeah,
brother lost her
I'm
child
wondering
about,
the
he was
same,
only about 30.
Danielle. Remember the last time that
I'm
happened?
sorry.
And it was something with the phone with her toddlers. So maybe I'm thinking the same thing is happening.
What's happening?
No, I think
Happening?
no, nothing. I think April.
Maybe Davida, maybe you'll get the miracle like Carolyn got, and everything will be all right. Because you know it only takes a
Yes.
couple of people, according
Right.
to God. And
Yes.
you
Is
know,
Danielle
you got two
having
people,
trouble
you
with her
got
phone?
power.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yeah. And
It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. He's not gonna take her from you. Don't you
No.
worry.
Yeah, I
It'll
see
be all
that,
right.
Danielle.
You know,
I know.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
the same. I think it's
Carolyn, what's
probably the
going
same.
on?
I think it's probably the same situation. You remember, like last year, April F. I don't know. She went out of the room or something, and her 3-year-old, 4-year-old got her phone, and people started getting deleted, and that's what's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
now. And I think the same thing is happening.
Oh no.
Wait, people are getting
what
deleted?
is Carolyn talking about? I'm lost.
but Danielle,
Oh,
but,
hold on. Let her talk.
Danielle.
Hold
but,
on.
but Danielle is unhiding them. So, but it's the same kind of thing. Like just people that just didn't do anything. They're just it's saying they were hidden, and then Danielle is unhiding them. April F. I don't know if you can hear us, but I think your daughter has the phone again,
Yeah, I think
and
so.
I think she's deleting people.
Uh-oh.
Well, Nana Patty's cat accidentally did something one night, didn't it?
I think
No, somebody else's cat.
No,
They
that
just
was
Sharon,
accidentally-
maybe no, I don't know.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
It was
Moo.
somebody.
Moo. I don't know. It couldn't have been Moo.
That was Moo's cat. No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
No,
was,
can't be.
Mama Ames.
Might be on my names.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Mama Ames
Somebody
was,
did something on accident. It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
wasn't either. I'm sure it's not.
No.
This happened before, and it was her little daughter that got the phone. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I think that's probably.
When y'all were kids, did you ever play
was-
marbles?
yes.
I was.
What, Lisa? Are you fixing to make something? I saw you in your cupboards. Were you thinking about cooking something?
What do you mean? Like
I
like
thought I saw you
caponata or
put something on
something?
your-
Caponata.
No, I thought you put a caponata.
At 3 a.m. I gotta put on my I made another caponata video, Lisa.
Did you really?
I did. It's all done. I just have to put it together. Like it's been done for like a week. I made it with the other stuff.
How are you feeling, Lisa?
Doing better.
Jimmy got
Are
a
you-
shot today.
Oh,
Jimmy
watch
got what?
Jimmy. They had
Jimmy
make
got
sure
what?
Jimmy's all right.
He is. He is. So far, so good.
Wait,
So
what did he
Lisa,
get?
you're feeling better today? Lisa, you look
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeffrey Taylor. How
Thanks
are you?
everyone. But what did Jimmy get today?
This is
His
vaccination.
first vaccine.
Oh, he did. How's he feeling?
He said he was a little tired and his arm hurt a little
Yeah.
bit, but he fell asleep on the couch.
Right.
Then he woke up and he thought he was a little feverish, but he wasn't. And so he was milking.
I'm not having it because I got too many reactions to dyes and
Well-
drugs, and I'm not doing it.
They say
Not because
they say-
I'm against it. I'm just too scared because I'm not hypersensitive to drugs as it is.
yeah.
So
Well, yeah, everything's
I'm gonna
a
pass
personal decision.
unless they tell me to.
Right. And
But I know Pfizer said that if you have a reaction to dyes, medicines, any stuff like vaccines, not to take it. So that's the only reason I'm not doing it. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just too afraid because I'm just going through too many hypersensitive type reactions. I mean, I have an EpiPen, but no thanks. I'll wait a little bit. Maybe I'll get better, and once I start feeling better, I'll go get it. I don't know. But I hope Jimmy's gonna be all right.
yeah. And I meant to tell you.
He will. He's a strong guy. He's healthy.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Well, they say that when you react to it with any symptoms, it's because your body's making antibodies.
Oh. Okay.
So
They just had that baby. They had
what
that
did
baby
Jane?
that has
What
the
did you say, Jane?
first antibodies. And they had a lady that just had a baby that got the shot while she was pregnant, and she said that the baby has antibodies to COVID-19 now. So now it won't get it.
Protected.
So
right?
that's good.
Right.
So that's what
Hi, Andrew.
the symptoms. You might get some symptoms, but it
Right.
means that your body's doing doing
Right.
its work because it's programming
Well-
your body to get
Right,
antibodies.
right.
So
Well, I'm just one of those bizarre people, one of the few people of the population that has weird reactions. And I mean, I
Yeah,
even had
I
one
am
in the
too,
doctor's
actually.
office.
yeah, there's a lot of us out there that are a little strange. I don't mean you're strange. I don't mean you're strange. I mean
That's okay. I am strange in a good
physically,
way.
Yeah, I don't mean it bad. I don't mean it bad at all. Hope you didn't take it that way.
I've had.
Oh no, I like you, Brushy Brush. No, I did not
Yay.
take that bad at all.
No, my
I love the brushy
physiology is
brush.
definitely out of the box. What'd you say, Jane?
Yeah, I told my allergist, that I was allergic to the asthma drugs and had bad reactions. He didn't believe me, so he gave it to me anyway. And you could tell I was normal. About 5 minutes later, it felt like I had a cardiac arrest. So then he sent me to the heart doctor to make sure my heart was okay, and I had a reaction to the heart tracer dye. And they tried to tell me, no, you didn't have a reaction to that. So I went to urgent care because I couldn't breathe. And they said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I mean, I haven't even had my flu shot. The guy goes, I said to him, because they were bugging me at the ER, have you had your flu shot? And I'm like, I'm not really worried about my flu shot going into all these anaphylactic situations. And so he goes, no, I'm not giving you your flu shot, not with you having all these problems. Go home, relax. But yeah, I had a really bad incident. They rushed me, thank God we were in the hospital, they rushed me right out of that allergist office, right into the ER. But I hate it, I wonder if they ever ask a man, Carolyn, like if Jimmy was sick as opposed to you sick, if they would ever say to him, are you panicking, sir? They would never ask a guy that. That's what they were asking me, are you panicking? I said, yes, I'm panicking. I can't breathe and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Sure, I'm panicking. Who wouldn't be? I said, but I wasn't anxious until the drug hit me. Idiot.
Carolyn,
I like very few people.
Can I see what? Sorry.
Can you see
What?
if her phone is fixed? If the problem got taken care of? Can she hear you?
Who is that?
I can't remember what name. Danielle, was it Danielle?
Oh, yeah. With Danielle, did you find out? Let me see.
I can't see messages.
Oh, okay. Let me check.
Oh, I got a joke for Scooter, because we need to lighten things up. It's a clean joke.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy says love to Davita Lane and, of course, to Alma. Thank you, Jeremy.
Scooter, you want to hear it? You want to hear my clean joke?
I don't know where
I don't
Scooter
know if
is.
she's
Maybe
there.
I think she went to
Yeah,
the
I'm right here.
Away.
Alma.
Let me see. I'm trying to see.
Not
Danielle, did
chocolate
we get a hold
liver.
of
How
April?
could you be chopped liver, Alma?
Alma's my girl.
That doesn't happen.
I love Alma. She's a sweetheart. Scooter, there was this mean guy. He didn't believe in God, and he had this wonderful woman next door to him who was a Christian,
Okay,
and she
all
was
right,
always
Danielle.
praying with her windows open.
Yeah.
And so she was a giver, so she would often give to people and not have enough money to take care of herself, a lot like you are. And so she would pray loudly, dear Lord, please send me some food. I know you love me. I know you care about me. I know you'll come through with me. Amen. And he would listen to her, and he would get so angry. So one day he got sick of it. He said, I'm tired of this. I'm going to go to the store, get her a bunch of groceries, and leave them on her porch. So he went and bought all the groceries and left them on the porch. And she comes out and she looks up at
Thank
the
you, Jeffrey
sky and
Taylor.
she throws her hands up. She says, oh, praise Jesus, said Lord. Thank you, Lord. I knew you'd send me food. So he just couldn't wait. He was like that nasty lady. He couldn't wait to tell her that he sent it to her. The Lord didn't do that. I did it. She says, she threw her hands up and looked at the sky. She says,
Chris
oh,
Watts,
thank you, that ball was
Monique.
you. She said, not only you send me the groceries, but you got the devil to buy 'em. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Hold on a minute.
That's
I,
good. Thank you.
My
Thanks, Jeffrey.
little old preacher told
I
that
was
story.
gonna-
He played the harmonica. I just
Th-
He was
Thank
the
you, Jeffrey.
harmonica
Thank you,
playing
Jeremy.
preacher.
And And Chris Watt's case to Monique.
Moo's here.
Hi, Moo.
Oh,
too.
Moo's here.
Moo's
Hi,
here.
Moo.
Hi, Moo.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Mo.
How are you, Moo?
Hi. I just want to say one thing.
I
I have to go for an ultrasound tomorrow to everybody, so good thoughts
what?
and vibes. I have to go for a follow-up ultrasound for my.
Oh,
We'll
really?
keep praying. It's gonna come out good. It's gonna come out
No,
good.
not for my thyroid. Not for my thyroid. This is after my mammogram, but I'm not going for a
Hi,
mammogram.
Lisa
I'm going
B.
for an
Oh,
ultrasound
gotcha.
6 months later.
What
So-
time do you go tomorrow, Carolyn?
1:30. So please, good thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
Prayers.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Prayers.
In the name of Jesus, we know you covered in the blood, so you're gonna be
Carolyn,
fine. We're gonna thank Jesus right now. Thank you, Jesus, because we know everything's gonna turn out right.
Yep.
Amen.
Yes,
Carolyn, you want to
amen.
see
Amen.
Do you want to see a cricket project Gary and I did?
Yeah,
Oh,
Chris
yes.
Watts,
Yes.
Monique. Chris Watts.
Yeah. I'm making some coffee. I'll drink some with you there.
We were trying to do this project for my daughter for forever,
Okay.
but
What are you doing?
we just had so much going on, and finally, and we wanted to do it because she was here,
Right.
and we wanted to have it ready for her when she got here, and of course we didn't, so we did it while she was here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
But anyway, I'll show it to you. It's still here because Gary wants to make I'll show you, hold
All
on.
right.
You guys are such good parents. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Phoebe. Thanks, everybody.
Where are some of the people that you had on the panel a couple of weeks ago or so? You had real nice people, couple of really
You
nice
don't think the
British
people?
ladies.
You don't think the people here are real nice people?
Oh yeah, I do. I hate.
You like
that
you
night
like
I
the
didn't
other
really
people?
get a chance to talk to them,
There
and
were other
I
people you liked
enjoyed
better.
being on panel with them.
You liked them better?
No, I like everybody here.
Oh, I don't know who
I
it
gotta
could have
show
been.
you. Hang on a minute.
Okay, let's
All
see.
right, wait.
Well, I'm on panel.
That
I'm
one
enjoying
lady,
you.
that one lady with the black hair, she could pass for Cajun, man. She looked like people down south. The one lady down below Brushy Brush,
That's Davita.
that's Davita.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you could pass for one of my people, darling. With that black hair.
It's not really black. It's red, right, Davita?
It's red, looks
Yeah,
black.
this looks black in the picture.
Looks dark.
Dark auburn.
Well, some of my maternal grandmother had Irish in her. I know where her clan is.
What'd you make,
yeah.
Lisa?
What?
What'd you make?
What'd you
Let's
make?
say.
Oh,
We're watching.
all right. So there were two things that were interesting, but I just
Okay.
forgot about the other one. This is the bunny.
You know, wait, is that made of
Oh,
paper?
cute.
It's made out
I
of
can't
paper.
see the bunny.
It's a double-sided,
Here, I'll spotlight.
Oh, it's so cute.
three-dimensional bunny. But the only thing, I like it, but it kind of looks like the Lone Ranger.
Didn't you show this to us? You showed
Yeah,
this
I
to
was,
us.
no, I didn't show it to you. I told you that I wanted to make it.
Oh, I thought you showed it to me. I could swear.
No, I just made it.
No.
No, I don't see the Lone Ranger.
And like, if you look at it from the bottom, you can see the layers.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, how cool.
Yeah. What about putting it on a
Right?
plaque
Like
or
it.
something?
So now Gary wants to make a little stand.
Yeah.
So it'll
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah.
You should name him Le Pen. That's from a famous Cajun
So-
tale. It's Le
So
Pen, the rabbit.
He kind of looks like a little bit of a Lone Ranger, but Gina likes it, so
Oh, I think it's
that's
cute.
all that counts, right?
It's cute.
Put it on a wood plaque and it'll stand up.
Yeah, it's got to be on something like
Yeah.
so it stands up. But I did want to tell you guys something really, really cool that I just remembered. That how could I forget this? But you're not going to believe what Gary made. You're
What?
not going
What?
to believe it.
What?
He made something for my dad,
Aww.
and he did it all by himself. I had no idea that he was working on this. Oh God, I bet I have a picture of it. He
Who
went
is
out.
Gary?
Her
He
husband.
ordered. That's my husband. That's my husband. He went out. I don't have a picture of it.
Really?
Oh no.
Shoot. Unless it's on my iPad.
Well, call your
He
dad
made,
and
well,
have
let me
him send us a
explain it
picture.
first. All right.
Okay.
What was it?
I've got to have a picture of it. I know I took a picture of it. He went out. He ordered these acrylic plates. right?
Yeah.
I gotta look for it. I know I have it. Why would I not have it? These acrylic, like pieces of like acrylic, right?
Right.
Of like, what do you call it?
Acrylic pieces.
Acrylic. There's another name, but lucite, like lucite.
Lucite, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the right name.
Oh no, we're locked up.
No, we're not.
And then he bought these things that you put it on. It's a stand and it lights up and it shines light through it.
Oh, he got one of those?
Oh,
And then you know what he did? He
What?
used the Cricut to engrave something on it.
How did he do it?
What did he grave on it?
He engraved for my dad. He engraved the FDNY emblem on it.
Oh,
This
okay.
thing came so good.
He used the
And
engraving
he gave
tip?
it to him.
He used the engraving.
What?
He used the engraving tip. Yeah.
But he put it literally in the Cricut and it engraved it?
He taped it to the thing.
Yeah.
The what do you call that?
mat?
I'm
The
laughing
mat.
because
He
Brushy
taped
Brush
it
is
down
so
with blue
expressive.
tape.
She's cute.
He taped it to the, the board, the mat.
The mat. Mhm.
Right.
And then he programmed it, the image. He looked like crazy to find the exact image he wanted. He programmed it in, and he put this thing in there, and it engraved the whole freaking thing.
And you don't have a picture of it?
Oh. I thought I had a picture, but it must be on my iPad or something.
Well, didn't you send a picture to your daughter or something? Is there somebody you sent a picture to?
Well, she was here when he did it.
Oh.
Hang on, let me look. Just hang
And
on.
he engraved it on acrylic?
On lucite,
Yes.
yeah.
You guys have to see this.
Where'd you get the acrylic?
He bought it on Amazon. Hang on a second.
I like using acrylic for quilt
Hang on,
quilting.
let me go up and get on his iPad. He took a picture on his iPad, I think.
I'll
Be right back. You gotta see it.
All
It
right.
came so professional.
Don't go, Kathy.
I'm not.
I'll be
I'm
right
not.
back.
Jane's mom.
Right.
Okay.
Don't go,
Alright.
Jane's mom.
Where is she going?
She's
She
just
said,
gonna
"Don't
get-
go,
gonna
Kathy."
She's gonna get something.
No, I was gonna say goodbye. You know what I really like, Carolyn, and I don't know, since she brought up the word acrylic, I like using acrylic for templates for quilt patterns.
Oh, yeah?
But can you cut out?
Fabric on a Cricut? Yes.
No kidding.
Yeah, if it has quilting projects in your design space.
OMG.
How much do those crickets cost? Are they really expensive?
DeVito?
Yeah, they're expensive, but if you can get them on HSN, for the maker, what did I say it was
I don't
again?
know. I'm wondering. I can't even remember anymore.
3?
I think it was 3 something, but it had
Yeah.
a lot of extras with it, I
Right.
think.
Right.
And it does what, graphics and stuff? I saw there's another girl that I watched, and she was makeup monster, and she was showing her shirt or something she made, and I guess she used it to do graphics. Is that what it's for?
Well,
I don't know about well, yeah, I guess you
Come up
could.
here, Jules.
And
Well, just like Brushy Brush said, didn't her husband make like a shirt or something for her father? Is
Well,
he a
that's what she's
fireman?
gonna show us here in a minute.
I'm gonna
She's
show
gonna
it to you in
show
2
us.
seconds.
Now, hold on.
did you find it?
He said, I just asked him, he
Brush,
said it was in here.
expressions. When she talks with her hands. I was laughing. She's so cute with her little curly hair.
Yep, I like your dimples.
You guys so funny.
What's up, Carolyn?
Quit this. All right, so I see the image that he found.
You found it?
He was working on images. He's got all these. Look at this. It's like reams and reams of genealogy documents. Do you see this? That's
Yeah.
all he does.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God. This is all he does. It's tons and tons of genealogy documents.
My grandparents' names. That's how far back I know.
Lisa D. Alma and me would love to hear the Brushy Brush song, Pretty Please, Jeffrey Taylor says.
You guys are so funny. Anything for you.
Except for a
That's the.
signed autographed picture of yourself, 8x10 glossy.
You guys
That
are
I
so
was promised
cute.
when I joined for $39.95 a week.
Scooter will be
Oh, yeah, I
printing
found
out.
it.
But
Okay.
it'll be a forgery of the
Thanks, Mom.
signature.
Here we go.
The only thing is, when you look at it, it's sitting like behind my railing on my on my TV table, so it's a little weird, but it's like a video of it. Look. Can you
Oh my
see it?
gosh. Oh, wow. That's
Can
great.
you see like it's a video?
Well,
Can you
wait
see
a
it
second.
changing
Hold on a
colors?
minute. He
Yeah.
did that with the engraving tip.
He did.
He did. Why didn't he take a video of it?
Wait, a
He's
video of
gotta
what?
do a
I'm giving
video
you a
of
video of
himself.
it now.
No, but I mean of the actual process.
I don't know if
Beginning
he
to
did.
end.
Want me to ask him?
Oh, that's nice.
I'll
It's
go
a
look him up
plaque,
and
huh?
ask him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that wasn't right. That
That's
he just did.
pretty.
I don't believe because I.
What did he? What is it? I mean, he made the glass and
I know
everything, and
you're
the
saying-
holder.
I know you're saying that he engraved that, but I almost think he etched that.
Well,
Beautiful.
I don't know what setting he used exactly, but he did it. I watched him.
When he came out of there, it was all like that. He didn't have to put an acid on it or something.
No.
You're saying the tool did all that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you?
You've
What,
got to do a video.
what do you think, Davida? Do you buy that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I don't. How could
Because-
it? But how come it's white, Davida? How is it different colors?
Because it's the thing that she has it on. It's just changing the colors.
The light. The
Yeah, I
base,
saw something like that.
The base
That
is
girl
shining
did. The other
white.
girl
You mean
base is
it's all one?
shining,
It's all one color.
on a cricket.
Yeah, it's all one
It's
color.
clear, but the base is changing colors that it's
Oh.
shining through it.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
you can
crazy?
do that on that cricket because I saw that other girl do something similar.
How much were the acrylics? How much was the acrylic stuff?
Here's the video again. It's like you could see it changing colors.
See how it's clear right there, Carolyn?
Yeah, but how much was the stuff?
I'll tell you.
Can
one
you
second.
highlight Lisa D, Carolyn?
What? She is highlighted.
Can you highlight her so I can see her closer?
She
I've
is.
been dying to show you guys
Oh,
this
I'm
stuff,
not-
but I wasn't
You,
feeling
you
it,
might have
so-
to fix it on your Zoom by
Can't
swiping,
get no closer.
but it's
That
highlighted
is
on
so
YouTube.
neat.
Okay.
Didn't it come good?
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Can
You
you imagine
guys,
what
he likes
beautiful
this
gifts?
cricket.
Wow, I don't believe
That is
but okay.
beautiful.
Now think
That
about
would
it
make a
this way.
beautiful gift.
I'm having a
Look at
hard
it
time.
this way.
I'm just having a hard
You
time
can make
believing
a
it.
photograph.
I'm having a hard time believing that.
Why?
No, it's real.
Why?
I do.
I've seen it done.
I have a hard time.
Another
believing
girl
it.
had a.
I need to
had
see it done
something
in
like
front
that.
of me.
All right. So, do you want to authenticate the?
The
You want
process of it.
authentication?
I want to see it step by step. I think he should teach.
Carolyn,
I think he should
Carolyn's
teach
a
us.
show
I think
me
he should do
girl.
a class for everybody to get the supplies and then
I
make
agree.
one.
Oh,
Okay?
definitely.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a great idea.
I
Right.
can't
Should
make
do
anything
class.
like
Supplies,
that.
yeah,
I'd
put-
mess it up.
Put the supply list, and then everybody can get it, and then he can come teach people how to do it.
I agree.
House to
I'll
house.
tell you. Let me see. I'll tell you how much the materials were.
All right.
If
Yeah.
anybody's curious, I'll tell you right
All
now.
right.
Mhm,
Because he
mhm.
ordered it on my account,
Okay.
my Amazon. He did it all by himself.
I'm impressed,
The
Lisa.
bases. What?
I'm impressed.
Me too.
Very much.
Thank you, though. I should be saying thank you, right? Thank you so much. I am
He's a
too.
keeper.
That was sweet of him, you know, to go out of his way to do that for your daddy. A lot of
He's a
men
very,
jealous
very
of their
good
father-in-laws.
He's a very, very
Oh, I'm
good
sure I
person.
can tell you're a sweetheart.
We don't, we're very close to each other's families. We don't distinguish, you know.
That's now you lucked out. You won the lotto if you got that kind of relationship. You won the lotto. I had a good
I did.
relationship with my ex-husband's family.
Like she's gonna tell us now how much
So,
they are?
okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
how much?
so
Tell me.
the bases, they look like this. It's
Okay.
4 in a pack.
4 in a pack,
Oh.
yeah.
And they show you the colors that it's the spectrum of colors, right?
Right.
Oh, wow.
$25.99 for 4.
$25.99 for 4,
Wow.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's cheaper than a scooter.
I didn't even realize I didn't even really know he was doing it really. I kind of knew, but like, cause he ordered one set of acrylic things that didn't fit in the base and he asked me to return them to the UPS store. So I kind of had an idea he was working on something. But I was kind of distracted, so I was not really paying
Was
that
it
much
a
attention.
special occasion, or did he just do it because he
No.
likes your daddy?
He just did it.
Hi, Lexi.
That's really sweet.
It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet.
And then he'll tell us the
I-
right ones to get, so
I
we
told
don't
him
get
now
the
he's
wrong
got to do
size.
now he's got to do one for his dad because his dad is a retired police officer. And I said, now you could do one for your dad. And they could both have, one because they
Miss
they
Brushy
would both
Brush?
love it. All right. let me
Is
see,
your
this
daddy,
one-
when your daddy was a firefighter, was he in 9/11?
No, he wanted to be, but he wasn't.
Was he already
He was already
retired?
retired by then. He tried
Thank
to
God he
go,
wasn't.
but we wouldn't let him go.
Well, thank God he didn't.
Yep. Thank goodness
You know, I remember that day. Do y'all remember that? What y'all were doing that day? Because I remember I was asleep in my bedroom. I wasn't feeling
do.
well, and I was
I went and
asleep.
got my kids out of school, brought them home,
Yep,
because we
Held
didn't
them
know where
tight.
the other planes were.
right.
Wait, let me see. I'm trying to see where the because we got refunds on the original acrylic things, but I don't see the price of those. I don't think they were a lot. So that was 25, but you got 4.
Yeah, but we
Right?
have to know the right
Right.
ones to order that fit in there.
Let's see. Oh God, you ready?
Yeah.
$15.99
For one?
But it's a good size, isn't
Four.
it?
For 4?
for 4.
That's a good price.
But I
You
need
wanna
you
make
I need you to
presents?
send me the things so that we get the right ones that fit in the thing.
All right.
Then I can put them in.
Let's make a plan, and I will tell Gary that he should get all the details
Right.
because these are the ones that he returned. I don't see the ones he got, and I don't know why. They're not showing up on my account.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're on. Maybe I don't know. We only have one Amazon account. I don't know, but I'll make him get all the details. We'll put it in Slack, and anybody who has a Cricut that wants to make one, we could make him do a class.
Right.
Yeah.
He would like it
Make him. We'll make him. Make him.
because
and
he
make
loves.
him and
He
make
loves,
him.
and he hasn't done any projects for us since the toilet paper
Right.
project.
Right.
Oh, that'd be
We'll
great.
make him.
He's
We'll
overdue.
make him do it.
Lisa, what about the
Carolyn
toilet?
said.
What?
What about the toilet?
He hasn't done
He hasn't
anything
done
since the
anything
toilet
since
paper
the toilet paper
study.
project.
Oh,
Right?
Lisa,
He owes us.
Lisa, and you need the engraving tool, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Mo.
I
Why do you have anything to
think,
do with it?
I think Brushy Brush has some dimples when she smiles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Does
she
she
does.
have
That's what I
dimples?
call
Make a
her
big
dimples.
deal over that. Oh my God.
Give us a smile. Let us see those dimples.
I always want to see her dimples.
Well, at
Carolyn,
least
I'm
you did
embarrassed.
good for the feeder.
I'm embarrassed. Are you embarrassed for me, Carolyn?
I'm embarrassed for you.
There, look at
I
that.
am
Look, there
too.
it goes.
The
There she
eggplant is embarrassed
What
too.
is that? Oh, you have your
The
eggplant?
eggplant is embarrassed as well.
You
for
lucky
you.
stiff.
She has a joyful face.
Lucky stiff.
It's I mean, she's just very relaxing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She relaxes me.
Oh, wait,
I'm
yes,
glad.
Yes,
I'm glad that everybody feels that way.
Yeah.
She's just real sweet. You know, she's untouched. She's like a little kid.
Yeah.
I mean that as a compliment. You're
I know,
innocent,
and I
and that's
appreciate
a
that.
good quality.
I've been
That's a
trying,
wonderful quality.
and I love all you guys a lot, and I've been wishing that I could be. Is that a radish?
It's a beet.
Or
Yeah.
It's an eggplant.
Or it's a
This
beet.
This is an
It's a
eggplant,
beet.
but that's a beet over there.
Oh,
I've been
Carolyn,
wishing that I would wake up
don't,
before 4
Carolyn.
o'clock so I could come on.
Carolyn, do not, Carolyn. Carolyn, do you not understand what that means on the internet? Nay, nay, honey.
Yes.
No,
we know
no.
what it means, but we don't
You
care.
don't. This is a
Yeah,
different
we
kind.
don't.
This is a little girl.
You want to hear something really interesting?
What? What?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Yeah, please.
My daughter was here, and she, I wasn't feeling my best. So, and even if I was, she likes to cook. So she made a pot of soup,
Oh,
and she cooked. She makes really, really, really good chicken soup.
Mm.
Really good chicken
Oh,
soup.
I do too.
And guess
My
what she
daddy
put
gave
in it?
me a great recipe.
what'd she put in it?
Radishes.
Really?
No.
Well, That's good. Sounds
Really?
good.
But
And
listen
chicken
to
That
this.
before.
What?
I never heard of that before.
Neither did I.
Never heard of it. And she said it to me a long time ago. Mommy, you know, I tried this new recipe and I put radishes in my soup. And I was like, you know, wasn't so sure about that. But when she was here,
I'm gonna have to try it.
she said, well, before she came, she told me buy radishes because I'm going to make you and Daddy the soup. So she made this big gigantic pot of soup.
Uh-huh.
I know you're laughing, right, Carolyn? It's true.
And I'm bleeding.
I got a chicken soup story after
And I'm telling
brushy
you-
brushes.
Right. So she makes this soup,
thanks,
and what she
Jeremy.
does is she cooks it for a really, really like all day. She cooks this soup. And
Yeah.
it's got wine in it, and it's got, you know, carrots, and it's like a regular chicken soup. But she uses, instead of anything else in it, she'll use carrots, a little bit of celery, and what she used is 2 rotisserie chickens that weren't that big instead of 1.
Right.
And she put them in, the whole chicken in though. The whole chicken. Because she said you want to get the bone, you know, the
Okay.
bone.
That's what I use the whole
Then
chicken.
she takes everything out that doesn't belong in there. Because she doesn't
Right.
even care. She loves to cook, so it's not a lot of work for her. She doesn't care. She puts the radishes in there. And after like so many hours, the coloring in that radishes is barely noticeable. There's no red left
Wow.
or pink. And they don't taste exactly like a potato, but sort of like a potato, but you would never guess they were radishes, ever.
That's
Wow.
weird. That's interesting.
It's the weirdest thing. And now my husband and I had the last 2 bowls for lunch today,
Mm.
and it was so good.
What
I
did
said,
y'all eat it with? Did you eat it with rice or noodles?
We didn't even have, it doesn't even need any pasta because the chicken becomes so shredded that it becomes like almost like a gumbo.
Mm.
You don't even
Yeah.
need any pasta
Well, you talking to
whatsoever.
somebody that knows about gumbo.
It was crazy. But radishes?
Moo,
And I
look
told
at your
my husband,
screen. Moo,
I'm
look at the
always gonna put
screen.
radishes in my
Look
soup.
at the YouTube, Boo.
Isn't that crazy? Does anybody
Oh,
have
that's cute.
experience
Look
with
at
that?
it. It's a little lobster, isn't it?
That's crazy.
No, it's shrimp,
No,
and
I
that's
have
what.
Okay,
never
now y'all
heard of
gotta
that
hear
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a
Ruby,
funny
that's
story
what
to
my
tell
daughter
you.
said. That's what my daughter said.
That
She
makes-
said the bone broth is the bone, like when you boil down the bone, you get
Yeah.
the most nutritious part of the
Oh,
chicken.
Yeah, you do. They use
And-
bone broth is huge. Bone broth, beef bone broth, chicken bone broth. That is a
I'm going to
huge
go to
health
sleep.
thing now.
You were
Okay,
saying
well,
about
yes,
the
you-
shrimp,
Oh,
remember, Moo?
Kathy said it's too much. There's some difficulties with the volume.
I know. Lisa, did you say she put wine in it? See,
And
I
she
didn't-
put wine.
I would have never thought that either.
I know. And it was really, but you didn't, like, after it cooked for so many hours, the wine was much more subtle. And I don't know how much she put in, but I'm going to ask her to
What kind of
Yes,
wine did
right
she
down the
use, red or
recipe.
white?
white.
Did she use white wine or red
I
wine?
think white.
Yeah, I
think
figured white.
But
I would
it
figure,
was
well,
so
it would have a
good.
little color to it if it was red.
I just couldn't believe
I
it.
made chicken soup, my daddy's recipe.
So good.
I was at
It
this
was
cabin
so
in
good.
Louisiana, and a friend of mine worked at, well, our mutual friends, I was on a date back when I was single, and he worked for ConAgra, so he got a fresh killed chicken, and they say that a fresh killed poulet, which is a chicken, tastes better than, one out of the grocery store. So we had a fresh killed chicken. My daddy gave me this great Cajun recipe for chicken soup. We put rice in it, made a big bowler of it. It was cool, it was cold, so it tasted really good. Well, this guy that I was dating at the time, he had this dog named Rhodessa, and she was like a black lab mix, but she's real muscular. And we went out to his camp that day, and the dog picked up an armadillo, and she snapped its neck in 2 shakes of a mouton's tail. And so I was like, get the armadillo out of her mouth, get the armadillo out of her mouth. And he's like, why? I go, Hansen's disease, you idiot. And he goes, what's Hansen's disease? Because he's from Texas. I go, leprosy. Well, anyway, so I made soup later, and the dog's in the house with us because he absolutely adored that dog. I adored the dog. I wanted the dog. Dog didn't like him, bit him on his head once because he was aggravating her. They just gave him a little warning bite, left 2 little teeth marks on both sides of his head because he was in her face. But anyway, so everybody that was there at the cabin, there was another couple there, just went nuts over the chicken soup. Oh, it's so wonderful. I said, well, it's my daddy's recipe. I can tell you how to make it. It's Cajun recipe. And then the guy was like, well, it tastes better because it's got a fresh killed chicken that I bought. I said, yeah, it probably does. And we had it in a big boiler. I mean, huge, and it was left on the stove. He had put it up. People were starting to go to sleep. And we heard some noise in the kitchen, and he was going in there to get some more soup. And I heard the noise and got up. Everybody heard it and got up. And the dog, Rhodessa, had her whole head and shoulders in that huge boiler, sitting on the stove, drinking that chicken soup. And we were all grossed out. So, well, that's the end of the chicken soup. I don't think anybody's going to get any more. This idiot, Kuyan, says, that's all right. I'll just boil it. That'll get the germs. The germs out. I was like, no, thank you. No, merci beaucoup. I don't want none. That's for the dog now. Rhodessa's got it.
Come say hi, Nunu. Come say hi.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Oh, God, guys. Before we go,
What?
I know Carolyn looks like she's getting tired. Before we go, guys,
Yeah.
okay, Carolyn,
Yeah. What?
you could not believe Nunu and the bunny.
Oh, what
I
happened?
want to see.
Oh, there's that beautiful cat. I
I'll
was
show
gonna
you.
deal that cat if I
Carolyn,
was
you
there.
want to go now? You're
No,
tired,
no,
right?
no, I'm getting tired, but I got to tell you something too. So about my doctor's note.
He's been
All
wanting
right.
to
Do
talk
you want
to
to tell me
all
that
day,
first,
Lisa.
or do you want to see the bunny
Well,
first?
Whichever one. I'll see the bunny first.
All right. So, Nunu is absolutely, you love the bunny, but he's sad that she went home, very depressed.
Oh, no.
This is the two of them. This is the two of them for a portrait
Aw.
together.
Cute.
And this is them again.
Aw.
Oh, my gosh.
And
rabbit
right, you love the bunny. He loves the bunny so much. And then this, I'm
Oh,
gonna show
that's
you video,
cute.
okay? You got to see the video. With the video. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Now watch what he does with
the
it.
lion and the lamb.
Oh my goodness.
Aw.
Well,
Here's a
collective all.
Give him a bunny.
Oh,
How cute.
And she
Well,
loves
well.
it.
where did Lapin go? Where did the bunny go?
She went home
They
with
ate
her
it.
mommy.
Is that your daughter's bunny?
No,
That's
they
my
ate it.
daughter's bunny. And when she goes home, though, he's lost.
Aww.
He gets so lost. He mopes
How
around the
cute.
house for like 2 or 3 days after.
You guys, I gotta go. My phone is beeping. I'm on my
no,
landline.
really?
I done
Okay.
used up all my energy.
Oh my
So I
goodness.
gotta recharge. I love y'all.
All right, love you.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 So I thought I would raise your spirits up and make you smile by
Yes.
looking at that beautiful, because they do love each other, and it's a
They
beautiful
do.
sight. It's just
They
beautiful
do.
to see
I
that.
love it.
And
I
she
love it.
loves him too. It's so cute. But I have to remind him though that she is not a cat.
Right.
Well, Lisa D, I'm excited that you like your little magnet.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. That little magnet I gave you, the little.
How could you
so-
say I like it?
I know you
I
love,
love
it.
it.
Aww.
That little new.
I show everyone that magnet.
Aww.
It reminded me of you every time I see you. You're in.
Wait,
your
let me
kitchen.
show everybody.
She smiled so big that day, I never knew her dimples could get that big.
Jeremy, thank you, Jeremy. Wow. You're back with a bang, aren't you, for Alma? He's trying to impress you big time, Alma.
Yeah,
Wow.
he is. Good job, Jeremy.
Good job,
Isn't that
Jeremy.
adorable?
Oh.
Wait, I'll put the tissue. I'll put this behind.
Yeah, and Davida,
Oh, I love
God
it.
bless you. I love this. This
She
is
loves
such a
it.
beautiful gift.
So cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Tammy, you did
adorable.
good.
What, Carolyn?
She's getting it.
oh, I said, hold on. Yeah, there it is. I pinned it. I said, I was hoping that you would look into your box.
See Nunu underneath
Oh,
there?
I'm gonna open it up probably Saturday with you.
Oh, you're working, tomorrow's Thursday?
I
What is tomorrow, Thursday?
absolutely love this.
Thursday.
I mean,
Okay.
Yay, I'm so
That
happy.
is adorable.
where did you find it?
I actually got it online, and it was through
Very, very sweet.
isn't
Very
it
thoughtful,
so-
Tammy.
It's adorable.
Very, very nice. And I
But it's actually just a magnet store.
didn't really get a chance to thank you because it's been a little busy in here, but I can't thank you enough for this. The love
I don't
that
even
you
know how it
showed
was in
me
the
with
little
this.
tiny
It's
thing.
just beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So welcome, Lisa.
I absolutely love it.
I thought it was a
We
lip
love
gloss.
you. That's the reason I got it for you.
If I knew it was that, I wouldn't have given it to her. I would have switched it with something else.
I know. That's why I wrapped it.
I thought it was a lip gloss.
Feeling so poorly, I would have been on here sooner to thank you.
I know.
Are
that
you
was so
on your
funny,
mend?
Carolyn? She's like, "Oh, I thought it was lip gloss. And there's a bracelet."
It
And it's so
It
detailed.
looked so tiny. I
It
couldn't
is.
believe. I thought she was playing a joke on me because it looked like this big and tiny, and I just put it in the
I
box.
love it.
And she
I
pulls out this
absolutely love
stove.
it. I show it to everyone. I
Yeah.
show it to everyone.
But
That
Lisa,
reminds
love
me of you in your kitchen with Nunu.
it's
Just,
adorable.
and what are the odds that there'd be a little kitty cat that looks like Nunu under there?
Well, there you go. That took a lot of looking on her part, Tammy.
Yeah. It's a
looked
magnet store?
Yes.
I never heard of it. I
It's
never
nothing
didn't know
but
they had one.
magnets. And they've got all kind like they got birdhouses and cuckoo
Aww.
clocks and and they're
Wow.
all magnets. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
But now, are you
Beautiful.
back whole, Lisa? Or are you still not feeling good?
No, definitely doing better. Definitely, yeah.
Oh, good,
Thank you.
good. I'm glad. And
Everybody
Carolyn,
missed you, awful.
Carol, what's your question?
Oh yeah, okay. So now Lisa tells me. Yeah, what was it? Yesterday?
Okay,
No, the
here
day
it comes.
before. The day
Peter,
before.
can you
we
tell-
go.
She
Peter,
goes
can
to
you
me.
tell?
So, do you have your
Everybody
doctor's?
listening?
do
Jane,
you-
Tammy, Moody, hear that?
Yeah.
She
Here
goes
it
like
comes.
this. So, do you have your doctor's note ready? And I said, what doctor's note? Oh, the note you need to get your shot. No, I didn't know I had to get one. Oh, you do? And I got your appointment moved up till Sunday. So I said, okay. So I call my place, right? Because it's a whole, it's the whole conglomeration where they're all many doctors in something. And
Right.
Right. Okay. So I call up and I said, hey, I need my doctor, Dr. So-and-so, to write me a note about my Hashimoto's for my vaccine that I have on Sunday. And I'm coming there for an ultrasound on Thursday. Hopefully I can pick it up. And they go like this. Whoa, hold on there, buddy.
Hold
And
on.
they said, we can't get a message to your doctor about that. You have to go on our site and then / vaccine eligibility. And then you have to fill out the form. And then you have to send it in. And then we can email it to you if you choose email. But we can't guarantee you when you're going to get it.
well,
So, I don't have it yet, but I'm going to go inquire tomorrow when I go for my ultrasound, and I'm going to be like, what the freak?
Come on.
I need
Isn't
a
that
freaking...
hard to give
Yeah.
somebody a freaking note?
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
got to jump through hoops.
So I'd like to just maybe.
And I'm going to add something else to this, okay? I've been dealing with a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
With this whole thing, a lot. There's not been one person that wasn't able to get a note because everybody's asking their doctors for notes. So they all have a system for getting notes, such as a form letter.
Right, that's what it is. But it's like they don't know when they're going to get
Right?
it to me. Yeah.
Or some person who's in charge in their office of getting some documentation. So I know somebody who got a printout of all of their medical conditions, which isn't the best thing to get, because what I was saying to Carolyn is, say you have one medical condition, say you have asthma,
Right.
and you need a note because that's your medical condition that qualifies you. Well, that note, that documentation that your doctor might print out will put down everything you have, because they're lazy. They just want to say, well, here's something that has all your medical conditions listed,
Right.
all of them. So when you go to the vaccination center or your pharmacy, wherever you're going, you might not want them to see everything you have,
Right.
because it's personal. What if you have a psychiatric problem, or like something really personal, like bipolar, or I don't know, whatever. It's your personal, or supposing not, but just that you don't want your whole thing listed out for the whole. Because don't forget, when nowadays your medical records say everything, everything you ever had. Suppose you had depression 30 years ago, or it's still on there, right?
Yeah.
So, but still, there's certain doctors who do not want to be bothered with facilitating it to be like the one thing you have. They'll just send you a printout of everything.
Yeah.
But this is what I say to people. When you're going, first of all, if you need a note, the only thing it has to say, and I told Carolyn this, am I going on and on about it too much?
No, but no,
Okay.
no, I'll have them.
I hate that. I hate that. The only thing it has to say is that you have a condition that qualifies you to get it. It doesn't have to list what it is, because then it would be a HIPAA violation.
Right.
But it can, because a lot of doctors don't know that, and they think they have to put what you have. So that's okay, because when you show up, they look at what it is and they give the note back to you. And then they check a box. Does the person have a note? Yes. They're not writing down what you have. They're not saying, oh, this person has asthma, this person has diabetes, this person has, and if they are, it's only for like, depending on the state you're in, because I don't know every state. I only know a couple around New York State. But most of them, it's mostly for data collection purposes. And they'll ask you if you mind if your information is, could be used for data collection purposes, and that's what they need. It's just like they're not going to attach your name to it anyway. So, suppose even if you get a note that has all your stuff on it, they're really just going to look. And here's what I would suggest: take a highlighter and highlight the one condition that qualifies you. Just take the highlighter and highlight that one. And this way their eye will only, if it lists all your medical conditions, this way your eye will only go to that one. Their eye will only go to that one. It saves them time too. Usually they're happy about it.
Usually.
But don't cross out any with a Sharpie or anything.
No.
It's not a good policy. But if you highlight it, it makes their job easier. It draws their eye to that one thing, and against like seeing the other things that maybe you don't want people to see, like that makes you feel a little awkward when you get there. But
I know all the medical people are so behind and they are working so hard, but you would think that, my doctor was thrilled that we were getting the vaccine. I think they probably would have bent over backwards to get you the paperwork.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask tomorrow. But what was I going to say about it? I don't know what I was going to say about it. I had another question about it, but I don't remember what it was.
I'm getting the note.
you're going to a state site. So when you get there, you're going to just show them your ID. You're going to show them your note, and you're going to show them that printout.
What printout?
You have the printout, right? It's a confirmation that I sent you.
Oh, I got to print that out. Okay.
Print those out, yeah. And then when you go, you'll have those. There's also another form that you fill out when, that tells you like what it'll say something like, are you an essential worker? Are you a this? Are you like basically what qualifies you? And then when you get there, you fill that out and then you hand that in. It's only for data collection purposes. I don't even think that the New York State is up to date on, I don't even think the comorbidities is listed because they're not even up to date, but just fill it out as best you can and then hand it in. And it's really well organized. You just go from that station, then they have like, then they'll tell you where to go next, and then they'll tell you where to go next. The National Guard is there, so there's people directing you, and it's very good because everything is spaced out really well, so you don't feel like everything's on top of you.
All right.
At least that's my experience with the state.
Okay.
And the pharmacies are really good too. I've gone to a bunch of pharmacies with people too. So,
All right.
they're
So,
doing a really
so
good job with it.
can I ask? I have something else to ask. Since
Yeah,
you've been
ask.
you've been going to all these places with people, right? All this time, are you coming up to take me to mine?
Absolutely. You want me to take you to yours? You know I would. You want me to?
That would be too long. If I was going
No,
to,
would
her and I'll
I would
take
do
her.
it.
No, I'm
What day
joking.
is it again?
I'm
Wait, let
joking.
me check my
Sunday. I'm joking. You could not
bless her.
possibly do that. It's an hour and a half from me. That up further.
Bless her.
Jeremy, thank
What
you.
day is it again?
Sunday.
Work, right? Oh yeah, I can do that.
Stop.
Aww.
Jeremy, thank you.
Because I don't have to go with anybody else that day.
I'm joking.
God bless her, Lisa.
So Lisa,
Very good that far from
Because
each other,
a lot
aren't
of
you?
people have anxiety about going.
Yeah, but then we would have to go another hour and like a half up further.
So
That's a
what?
long way.
He wants to see you, and you want to see her.
Would it make you feel better if I went?
No, that's all right. No, I would if I was coming down, like if I had one down towards that way, I would never make you come all the way up here to go up there. It's ridiculous.
I've actually
You're
kept. I'm
making
still
her.
looking for something closer to you still,
Yeah, I know.
just in case.
Too bad.
But
Because
now,
things
Lisa-
change. Things change every day. You got to watch constantly. Yeah.
I need to ask a question. Do you think Gary's really going to teach us?
Yes.
Okay, and make sure you get
The
the
guy
right.
colored my
Yeah,
hair.
send me the thing so I can put the links in.
Well, it
and
looks
stuff.
wonderful. You look like a hot pistola. And
What?
A
you
hot
look like a
pistola.
hot pistola.
What's that?
A sex
The
pistol.
hot,
I
Okay.
look like that.
yeah, with those dimples and that hair. Are you kidding me?
Hubba hubba.
Yeah, look at those eyes. So, and then the acrylic,
This is so funny.
Yeah, I'll make her get the links.
but the right size.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna make her
Yeah,
get the right
because
links.
my husband, he won't do it halfway. Like he'll make sure he gives all the right information. You know how he is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how he is.
I think that would be a really cool gift.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is too, and it looks so professional when it's
It
done.
does. It does. And they ask a lot of money for those if you
They
see them
do.
sometimes.
When like you go to the mall or something.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Especially for a man too. I mean, for a girl, I mean, anything, because you could etch a photo.
You could do a photo.
Yep,
I told him we should try that next.
yep.
Photo. We should do
can
that. I'm telling you, he likes this cricket.
Lisa,
I know.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the etching tool? Does that come with a bundle, or how do you get that?
The engraving tool. Yeah, you can get it with the quick. Usually you can get it with the quick swap housing, and then they have a deal on it. But get it with the quick swap housing because that's how the engraver goes in.
You have a
Oh,
cricket move?
okay. Huh?
Do you have a cricket move?
No, I'm looking it up on it, since you guys mentioned HSN. I'm looking now.
I love the way she researches everything. Don't you? Don't you love Moo like that?
Yeah, but look
Like
at,
if
did
you
you
want
see
to
her
know
cooking?
something, you go right to Moo.
Yeah, did you see Moo cooking?
Lisa, did you see
I
Moo cook?
did. I did.
Well, and now look, she's getting a cricket. I mean, there are
Yeah.
miracles.
Sandy
There are
said she's
miracles.
never going to talk to you again, though.
What?
Sandy said
What?
she's never going to speak with you again.
I know I couldn't cook though. I was too sick. I couldn't do it.
No, she
I
didn't
just
say
couldn't
that.
do
She
it.
didn't say that. Now she's gonna
She
get. Now she's
didn't.
gonna get angry at me.
Does
She's
she
gonna-
think I
No.
jumped off the swing?
No.
Did she say
You
that?
can-
No,
not
I just
jump-
made that up.
That's what Lisa, she told me that. She did. She said, listen, I've had it. And I said, Sandy, please calm down. It's okay. She goes, no, Lisa did it on purpose. She knew we were going to do this, and she went and
I
got
tried.
that
I
thing.
really tried, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
No,
God bless you. Everybody knows.
no, when you're sick, I mean, it's
I
hard.
couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, man.
I wanted to though. I
Gotcha.
really, really wanted to.
With fevers that high, it's just, oh my gosh.
For an adult, that was bad.
What?
For an adult to run that high of a fever, I mean, little kids can run high fevers, you know, and they can bounce, but us adults can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're feeling better.
But Karen
But
was
they say like that because I was, you know, I was like, as it was getting higher and higher, and like I was getting sicker and sicker, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So I started like researching it, you know, and reading different like research studies on it and everything. Because like, what the heck is gonna happen to me? But I found out that like it just means your body's making antibodies, and you know, nothing's gonna harm you at all. Nothing's gonna go wrong. Like it's not gonna do anything bad to you. And sure enough, like it didn't, you know. But
Yeah.
you know what helped a lot? This might help a lot of people.
What?
That and they told me this at the vaccine, and I don't want anybody to get discouraged based on my story. You know, I don't want anybody to get scared of it.
Yeah.
I drank a lot of water.
Okay, kept flushing.
beforehand.
No, when I was feeling really, really sick,
Oh, okay.
every
Well,
once in a
cute,
while, I would just take a glass of water and drink it, and it helped me a lot. Carolyn, what is that?
Dollar Tree birdhouse that I covered in Dollar Tree vinyl and I painted.
I love it. Everything you make is so nice.
Oh
That
yeah.
is super cute.
It took me all
But
day
that-
while I was
that I don't
crafting
want-
on the craft
I'm
night.
afraid. What?
It took me the entire craft night that we had to do this little house.
I like it though.
I do too.
And then I was
But
into all my
I was
stuff.
afraid that if I told people like what, you know, my side effects, that people would get scared of getting it. But I don't want anybody to feel that way because, you know,
I mean,
it's your body making antibodies.
the side effect of getting COVID can be a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't have any side effects
Hi, Robert, about
for the first one.
What'd
We
you
go
say?
on number
Hi, Paradox.
30 for our last one, for our second one.
Okay. How'd you do with the first one?
I was fine.
Yeah, me too. I just was a little tired. Nothing.
My arm
no
was
big
a
deal.
little sore if I touched it, but that
Yeah.
was it.
But
I had a headache with my first one, and that was all.
I was when I was reading about the side effects with the second
yeah,
one.
hi.
They were saying nobody ended up in the hospital or got seriously ill from the side effects of the second one. Nobody, I mean, in the research study, in the sample study. And even like some of the studies that have studied people that have gotten it so far, nobody was like they had meningitis or, because I had the worst headache or anything like that. And they just kept saying, nope, your body is doing what it's supposed to do. It's making antibodies. Don't worry about
Low
it.
D shots.
So
I'm much
I just
rather
kept drinking
have that.
water, and it really helped me feel better. Every time I would take and I didn't overdrink because you don't want to like dehydrate yourself. But every time I get up, you know, to use the bathroom or whatever, I would just take a nice, you know, not
Could you have had a
gigantic, but
splash of juice in it?
No, I
No?
just had a little, because they told me at the vaccination site, drink some water, you know, drink water. They didn't say get Gatorade or anything fancy. They just said, you know, make sure you stay hydrated. It really will help. And I just took their advice, and it really,
Tracy
really
Flanagan.
helped.
Hi, Judy.
But
Hi.
most people don't get side effects like that. It's not as common. They do say that if you have had exposure to antibodies before, you have more of a chance of getting like that. So maybe I had some antibodies going in, who knows? They also said if you don't get side effects that bad, that your body's still making antibodies, so not to worry about that too. So if you're out there and you get it and you don't have a lot of side effects from it, don't be afraid that your body's not making antibodies. So
Well, I'm glad
that's a good thing to know too.
you sure look perky now. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, it just took me a couple days. So,
I have a question about, it's not, I'm not, in Illinois, I didn't have to write out, I didn't have to really have much of a, they didn't ask me a lot of questions before I got the shot. So does Carolyn actually have to have a note from her doctor? Is it
well,
getting
it
her?
depends. Well, it depends. If you're in New York State, if you're old, under the age of 60, you have to meet a certain other category. And if
Okay,
you don't meet those categories, one of the categories is what they call a comorbidity, a
okay,
medical problem. And so if you are in that
Okay.
category, you have to prove that you have one.
okay,
If you're not in that category, then you have to prove that say you work in a grocery store, you have to show a pay stub.
Oh.
If you're like, now Uber drivers are included. If you're an Uber driver, you have to show that they employ you as an Uber driver. So
okay.
whatever it is
all
that
right.
you qualify as an under 60-year-old, you have to prove it
Okay, all right.
in New York
I
State.
understand that. I understand
But every
that.
state's different. Connecticut is only by age. No other categories, only age. Just depends
Oh,
on
they
what
don't have-
state.
They won't let you do it even with medical problems?
Nope, just age.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Where's that?
Connecticut.
whoa.
Wow.
It's not the same from state to state.
Crazy.
Yeah. So you sure you don't want me to go? If you change your mind and you want me to go with you, just let me know before Sunday
All right.
so I have enough heads up. Do you know somebody I know here
Yeah.
drove all the way to Binghamton to get their shot?
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
I was like, why didn't you tell me you were going to go all the way to Binghamton?
That's crazy.
I didn't know. Because I asked them, did you get an appointment? Yeah, I got one.
And they already went?
Never knew that they were going to Binghamton to get it. Oh, I don't mind. I like rides.
And they already went?
I think Nana Patty said she had to go like 3 hours. I
I
think
think she went like 6.
Maybe it was 6. It was a long way.
Yeah, wasn't it? Or was it 4? I don't know.
I
It
don't
was a
remember.
long way though.
Yeah. You'd think Oklahoma City would have had plenty, but
But you
She had
know,
to
I
go
think
pretty
in the
far.
beginning that there were less places that would offer them in different states, but as time is going on, it's getting easier to get. But some
Yeah.
states are easier than others to get it.
my kids all got it before I did, but it was because of their
that's right.
occupations.
Uphill,
Oh.
no shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, Nana Patty, it was 6 hours round trip.
Oh, okay.
3
Okay.
hours each way. Okay.
That's a long ways, but it's worth it, I think.
Right.
If it's not close by.
No, I would have gone 3 hours one way. I would have.
Now, which one did you get? Did you get the 2-shot
I got
one?
Pfizer.
Right. Yes, so did
Yeah.
I.
So
I'm
did
really
when-
glad.
They're starting to roll out the Johnson & Johnson. I had one person that wanted the Johnson & Johnson.
My daughter told me not to get it.
Well, I understand that the percentage is less, but I read where even with, not having as much immunity or whatever, not one person was sick enough to be in the hospitalized,
Yes,
and not one person died.
that's true.
So, if you're not at a high risk medically or your occupation, then it might be good for you. I mean, a lot
Right.
of people do it.
I mean, somebody I know that's really close to me wanted me to get them one for Johnson and Johnson, and they're thrilled. They're pleased as punch because they only wanted one shot.
You got it?
And
You
they
got to
had-
pick?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I found
You found some place
at
that
CVS,
says it's Johnson
at
and
the
Johnson?
CVS, they were giving people. What's happening now is at certain places they're telling you when you make the appointment which one they're offering, and you could pick. There's a lot of luck involved with making appointments.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I just kept my eyes open and found, one CVS that was offering the Johnson and Johnson, and he was so happy because he had, he has a lot of medical problems and was worried about the side effects and felt like he would have less of a chance if he had to expose himself to the shot once than he would twice. So he decided to get the one shot. So I think for some people who might be more worried about doing, having an effect, really worried, maybe giving them the option of just doing it once is a good thing.
Or
So-
if they live so far away and didn't have the mass transportation or have transportation period, it would make more sense to
Right.
try to find it one time versus twice.
Exactly. So I think there's benefit to everything. I do believe that there's going to eventually be booster shots for every vaccine because
Probably.
they'll have to keep up with variants.
Yeah.
So I think every vaccine will have another booster someday at some point. And people get really worried about the variants, and I understand that, but you have to remember that every virus, every bacteria, even cancer especially, everything mutates. It's natural.
It does.
They all do. So
Yes,
it's
they
not a
do.
shock, right, that this virus would do that. So,
I'm
it's
just
not
so
like-
happy that it's happening.
right. So science will keep up with those variants.
Oh
Just-
yeah.
Okay, Judy. Bye. Thanks for
You know,
stopping
Lisa,
by.
you're so sweet to offer that to Carolyn. Scooter lives
I've
like
been going with other
5
people, so why
hours
not
from me.
you? You're my
Scooter
friend.
lives like 5 hours from me, and she never ever offered to come get me and take me.
Wow.
5 hours
Isn't that
away.
a scooter?
How can you believe that?
She never offered to take me
So
either.
here, I'm sorry.
She
I
didn't
see
offer to
you,
take
hon.
me either.
She didn't offer to take you?
No.
Carolyn.
Who
Nothing.
didn't offer to take you?
Scooter.
Scooter.
She could have
I was getting
offered.
the
She knew,
feeling her heart-
and especially if she knew I would say no, don't worry about it.
Karen,
She
I'm
could have at least
wondering
offered.
if she didn't take her part in this anymore.
She could
What?
have offered.
I'm questioning Scooter's heart and desire to be part of this group.
I know. She could have offered. I mean, really.
She could have offered.
Davina, do you
Thanks
hear
for
what's
not,
going
I
on
think.
here?
I'm just giving I pick on Scooter
I
because,
don't
you
know.
know, I have
Moon,
no
do you
money.
hear it? Do you hear what's happening here? I mean,
Yes, I do.
does everybody hear this? I can't.
She doesn't have like a lot to do, so she could have just gone in the car.
I thought
Poor,
so.
poor Scooter is so tired.
There's
This is what
Blaine.
happens. I keep everybody awake.
Oh, shoot. We're just.
We're glad you're here.
Oh, I am thrilled.
Carolyn's
And
trying to
Davina?
show
Oh,
her
my gosh.
everything.
Carolyn, what?
He said Carolyn's trying to show her everything. You're holding up your birdhouse.
Oh
your
yeah,
clothes.
all my stuff. Yeah, look, I feel like the
Yeah.
little kid. That look.
I missed you guys so
She's
much.
here.
I can't stand when I'm not here.
Show her all your stuff.
I'm gonna go
We
get
had
this though, so I'll
Did
be
you-
listening.
No, that's not
Okay,
right.
Scooter.
Did you
I love
watch-
you, Scoots.
Did you watch us
That was
make our
good.
spaghetti and meatballs?
I didn't. I did not yet. I'm sorry. Don't get mad.
Wow.
I watched it, Carolyn.
I know.
I really have been kind of out of it, but I'll watch.
You
I'll
could have
catch
watched
up,
it
don't
while we
worry.
told everybody you were watching while you're sick in bed.
I'll be listening.
No,
in the-
well, no, I didn't.
Night,
I know.
Scooter.
Night, I'll still be here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Night, Scooter.
That
night.
If
shattered
I
a
was
dream.
watching, you would have saw me in the chat.
That shattered a dream. Didn't it, everybody?
I'm sorry. You don't want me to lie, do you?
I told everybody that you were watching. I'm like, don't worry, she's watching though.
And I believed her.
I know.
I'm sorry.
That's what I told
I
everybody.
really am sorry about that.
We thought you had us propped up on a little pillow and you were in bed watching us, and you were feeling better watching us,
A cold
and wishing you were there, and wishing you were there,
I
and
was
wishing
aged.
and wishing you were
Holding
there.
up signs. Going, way to go, girls.
Yeah,
Way
and
to go.
you were just too weak to type, but you were still cheering us on silently in your head.
Right. In her heart.
Yeah, go,
I
like,
believed it.
go, Moo, good
Let's see.
job.
That was on Sunday, right? I got the
Yeah.
shot on Friday.
right.
You want to hear the weirdest thing though? And a lot of people said this, so just be aware of this. And I don't know if anybody went through this too. And my son said it too. When I got the shot, I felt like almost like, and I guess maybe, I don't know, it was even the next day, I felt like almost like I took like a drug or something, like my head was a little loopy.
Wow.
Like, it was a weird feeling, like even over the weekend, I felt like a little spacey.
See, Carolyn,
weird.
remember I told you I felt like I had.
Yeah, but you were saying that right away, and your heart was racing, and you thought you had stuff going on.
Did you feel that a little bit, Scooter? Did you feel like a little loopy?
Yes, I
I'm
did.
gonna update every single hour after I get mine. I told Scooter to do that,
I
even
didn't
through the
feel
night.
I didn't feel it the first time, but I felt it the second time. Somebody else I know said that they felt that way the first time and the second time, just like this weird heady
I'm
I
gonna
feel
do
that way
vaccine
24 hours
watch.
a day, every day. That's my lifestyle.
There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Maybe
You're
I'll just
perfect
stay
just
on.
the way you
I'll
are.
just stay on 24
Is
hours.
Tammy still here? Is Tammy still awake?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. No, it was kind of weird, but it was kind of weird because my daughter was here at the same time, so like I couldn't even really enjoy it. Like I did, but it was hard because like anyway, timing is everything, right? But she was saying to me like on Sunday, oh yeah, you felt like that too, Karen H? Yeah. I forget what she was saying, and I was like, oh, it's Saturday, and she's like, no, it's Sunday, and I felt like I lost like the whole day of Saturday.
Well, because we sprung ahead too.
You think that was it?
That's true
Well,
too, yeah.
I felt like the whole day, and I really, it was different. It was different than just like you get your days mixed up. I feel like it was just a blur. It was weird.
Well, fevers do that, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I guess
do.
it must have been. Yeah, it must have been.
Dude,
It was so weird, and I was like, yeah, of course my
This is
daughter's
weird,
here
but
now.
Alma
Of course.
insisted. LOL.
Of
Thank you,
course.
Jeremy.
She's getting her second one.
Who is?
Did the fevers make
Today.
you sleep a lot, Lisa J?
I was too uncomfortable to sleep really,
Oh, wow.
because I had a very bad headache.
Oh, man.
But then you know what's interesting about this? It just lifts. It's almost like an on-off
That's
switch.
what my daughter said.
That's what my
Yeah.
daughter said. My daughter said she just felt, and then the next day she was just, whew, right as rain.
Yeah,
Wow.
so weird.
That's what
Yeah.
my daughter said.
Kind of an interesting thing, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
also
my-
read with the Pfizer that after only 1 week, you really have your immunity is in place. Like your maximum immunity with the Pfizer is only a week after you get the shot.
Wow.
The second shot.
The second
Right.
shot, not the first, but the second one. Now I
I
don't want to
haven't-
say that. I don't want to spread false information, but I read that I think on the CDC website. I learned all sorts of stuff while I wasn't feeling good. I figured, let me just do a little reading. I'm here. What the heck, So that was interesting. And then the Moderna was 2 weeks. But they do tell you technically you're not really covered for 2 weeks after really covered with immunity for 2 weeks for both
Hmm.
of the Moderna and the Pfizer. But I did read that. But yeah, they say not to be confident in it for 2 weeks.
Well, I'm going to my son's for Easter. I cannot wait. I swear I am just.
I know, right?
I
You
am
had,
just.
but you had both doses, Kathy?
Not until the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
But then, so I'm leaving that Friday. I'm leaving Good Friday and be gone for 5 days. But, oh my gosh, I just cannot wait. I just can't stand
I
it.
mean, most families, my family hasn't been all together. I haven't seen my nieces and my nephew. And they
Oh, I
send me
am so
messages
thrilled.
all the time. We were together all the time. I feel worse for the kids.
Oh yeah.
When's
I really
Easter?
do.
Anybody
And we
know?
live 3 miles apart.
Scooter,
You know,
what?
it's
When's
ridiculous.
Easter? Is that what you're saying?
The 4th. Yeah. The 4th.
The 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the 8th. Oh no.
Then
Well,
I
I'm
think
still
it's the
really
4th.
close.
it's almost like the
Hi,
Easter
baby.
that Ethan was born on, because Ethan was born on. Wait a minute. Ethan was born on Good Friday,
Baby.
and we went home on Easter Sunday.
He and Dave have
Oh.
a birthday,
I'm not
remember?
gonna have the full
they
2
do.
weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, April
What did you
6th.
say?
Right.
Yeah, Dave and Ethan have the same birthday.
And I think there's a bunch of people. Isn't High 61 also?
I think, yeah, there was a few.
Yeah, and I think Peggy K has somebody.
Don't put your butt in the camera, Luna.
There was a
I'm
bunch
only
of
gonna have a
people.
week and a half. I thought I had 2.5 weeks. I'm only gonna have a week and a half, and I'm taking the train.
Okay.
Which vaccine is it?
I'll come and get you, Kathy, and take
Pfizer?
or come and get you, Jane's mom.
She'll take
Take
you down.
Thank
Scooter will
you.
take you down.
It take me all the way down to. Yeah, she ducks me again, and she.
She's gonna
I'm
pick, and
taking all
she's gonna pick up a puppy on the way
Oh,
for me.
Yes, and I'll
puppy.
bring it up to you.
Right. So where are you going? You going anywhere by? Did you say you're going to Kansas City?
We're gonna go to St. Louis, but we could stop by Kansas City.
There's a lot of places in Missouri that have puppies.
We could do that.
See?
Davida, can you meet us in St. Louis?
Meet me in St. Louis.
Oh,
Davida?
yeah.
do that.
See, High 61's birthday is April 6th.
Wow, you're
Oh.
good.
I'm good.
You're really good.
Very
I know.
good.
I'm really good.
Say hi to everyone. Tell everyone how much you miss them. Tell everyone.
Pretty sure
Hi.
Peggy K has someone on the 6th as well.
Wow.
Hi, pretty
Yeah.
baby.
When the bunny is here and he hears and Nunu hears my daughter's voice getting up, like she's getting up in the morning and she's bringing the bunny down, he comes right up on the blankie and he waits for her because he knows the bunny's gonna come down. Right? You wait for the bunny. You wait for bunny.
Where does the bunny sleep?
The bunny sleeps upstairs in Gina's room with her,
She
but
sleeps.
not in the bed or anything.
She has a
Gina's
little crate.
Gina's bed is in the loft.
Does she have a little crate she sleeps in?
No, she's a free roaming bunny.
So she doesn't sleep in a crate or anything?
No, because she has a litter box. So she just hops around Gina's room. There's a little rug up there, and we have a little bed for her. And then
And even when
But
she
she
comes
just-
to your house, she doesn't get disoriented?
no, because she's used to coming now. She knows where she is. You know, she's aware of like that she's coming here to visit. And she has the whole routine down. She gets spoiled rotten.
Lisa H. Lisa H. Lisa H. in the house.
I didn't even really say hi to everyone, but I'm watching everyone, and I love everyone so much. I missed you all a lot. Part of it also is I've been better, but like I'm not awake when you guys are here. So if I wake up at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, you guys, like I'll look and see, oh, you were on 45 minutes ago or an hour ago. Like I'm missing the time that you're on.
Hi,
But
chickadee.
tonight I woke up.
Hi,
So
chickadee.
Well, Lisa, Scooter's always telling Carolyn, we should wake her up. We should call her and wake her up. And I said, Scooter, don't do that. That's mean.
That's Scooter.
Too.
I
He
don't
tried.
say that. I don't say that, Lisa D.
He does. And I say, I don't think that's right.
Thank you
But
so much. Thank you for looking out for me. You're so good to me.
everybody in chat says, no, Scooter, don't do it. I don't know. I don't know, Lisa. It's been rough since you've been gone.
I know. I know.
Yes, yes.
I might have to go to therapy. My first appointment's Monday.
You guys, I love you too, Lisa H.
Lisa will drive you.
I missed you too, Lisa H. I missed you, Danielle. Peridot. Robbie Rob's there, Jeanette. Hi, Deborah. Vancouver Din. Alma. Hi, Alma.
Alma's
Come
my big
in.
BFF.
Yes, will you do the brushy brush?
Yeah, you want me to do
Yeah,
brushy
do the
brush?
brushy brush
Yeah.
to go out with.
Yeah, 61.
Yeah, because
Please,
I'm
everybody.
getting sleepy. So let's do the brushy
All
brush to
right.
sing us out.
All right.
So let's say our goodbyes, and then you'll do the brushy brush,
All right.
right?
All right. I'll do a couple
You're
of
gonna do
verses
brushy
of
brush, guys. So God bless. Prayers for all that need them. Talk to you tomorrow. God bless you. Love you.
Love you all.
And now she's gonna sing us
Love
out, all
you,
right?
Davita's daughter.
Yeah, for
Love you guys.
Deja, yeah.
Love you guys so
And,
much.
and Lori Ann needs prayers
Love
for
you
pneumonia.
all.
All right.
Love you, Scooter.
Love ya.
Love you all.
All right. You gonna do the
Okay.
brushy brush?
Who wants brushy brush, brushy brush and a brushy brush? Who wants brushy brush? We love it so much, much. Who wants brushy brush, brushy brush and a brushy brush? Who wants brushy brush? We love it so much, much.
Good night, everybody.
Love you.
Wants brushy brush, brushy brush and a
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.